What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. And today we are going to be working for a warehouse. We're going to be taking a nice and big trailer and then putting on some pallets and then taking it to the warehouse. So if you guys are excited, subscribe to the secret channel, and enough of the yap, I think it's time to begin. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video. And today we're going to be doing something crazy. We're going to be getting a warehouse job. Now this warehouse job is going to be located all the way right here where you guys see the little plants right here, and we have to finish by the afternoon, so we don't have too much time. If you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So we're gonna get in our work truck right here. I ended up taking the turbos off because it was quite loud in the last videos and kind of annoying, so I just took the turbos off. So this thing is completely naturally aspirated. It has no superchargers or turbos, so this thing is also kind of slow now that we are not having any turbos. But let's make our way over. Wait, is this the road? Oh, I missed it. Dude, I cannot see right now. The sun is beaming in my face. So let me back up and let's make our way to the warehouse job. Now, this warehouse job is not going to be like the usual warehouse job. We're going to go and pick up a trailer at my buddy's house and then go back to this warehouse job because we're going to grab all of the pallets and put them onto this trailer. And then, of course, we're going to bring him back to my friend's house. So we have quite a long day, and that is why I was mentioning that we needed to finish before the afternoon, because once it's nighttime, it is super hard to see at night. But anyways, this thing is pretty slow unless it's going downhill. This thing is not good at going uphill. But let me turn on my blinkers. We're gonna make a left turn right here, and then my buddy's house should be right down in the corner. I think we've been there a couple times. So yeah, this is going to be the second channel. We're gonna be doing more APM videos and cellar mudding. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys also subscribe. But anyways, we are almost to my friend's house. Let me just turn right here, and his house should be down the road. And I also ended up putting this thingy. I don't know what this thing is, but you can pretty much connect the bigger trailers to your pickup when you add one of these. So we are completely ready. You're gonna see this thing in action right now. I don't know where he left his trailer. Let me see. Oh, it's right there. He left his trailer right here. I think I gotta turn around so we can get this thing connected. So let me turn around. I might have to go on the grass as well, but oh my goodness, is that his truck? Look at this thing. I guess this is a big SUV. Dude, this is super nice. It's a 2026. Yo, this thing is super clean. Kind of want one. It's pretty nice. I don't know if he's home, but anyways, let's grab his trailer that is parked right here, and come on, gotta get this thing connected, and come on, connect. Maybe I gotta go more towards the left. Hold on, let me readjust myself. Maybe this works, and we are now connected. That actually ended up working. And this is the barn where I think we're gonna be dropping off all of the pallets. So let's make our way over to the warehouse job so we can get this thing done. It looks like it is about 9 a.m. so the time is going pretty fast. So let's step on this thing. Or actually, you know what, let me make a left turn and then step on it. All right, and this thing is a huge trailer. It is not short by any means, so now we can step on it. Yeah, this thing is not fast at all, but it's a beautiful day. I don't see anyone. I'm not sure why everyone is not outside for some reason. But let's make a left turn on this street, or I guess in this intersection. We're gonna have to make a super wide turn. I'm gonna try not to hit the stop sign. All right, there we go. Kind of a very messy turn right there, and this thing is struggling to go uphill. Oh my goodness, it could barely go over 30 miles per hour. But this is the fun part, because if we go downhill, we can go 69, funny number, and then let's make a turn right here. Bang, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, where is the warehouse? Is that the warehouse? No, that's not the warehouse. That's like the salt area. There's a warehouse down here, but I don't think oh, it's right here. It's this one. All right, let me turn right into the plaza, or into the store, and let me see. I think I'm gonna have to back. Oh no, don't. I forgot to put this thing into park. I think I'm gonna back into the barn or the garage. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of pallets to move today, and it looks like the forklift is right there. We're gonna be using that today, but first let me get this trailer back into the garage. Let's see how. I think I'm gonna have to go on the grass. Yeah, oops, my bad. Let me turn on my emergency lights, and oh no, you know what, I have a better idea. I'm just gonna go over here and back up from right here. All right, watch this, you guys. I'm gonna back this thing up like a complete pro. A little bit more. All right, so far I am doing pretty good. Let me just turn this thing. I'm gonna go a little bit off the road, and then I think we can finish backing this thing up. Awesome. Now let me just straighten myself out just like so. All right, and I don't want to go too in. I just want to make sure I'm good, and I think that is going to be good. All right, let me turn that thing off, and I think now, oh ouch, I just hit my head on the trailer. Now it's time to get on the forklift and do this warehouse job. So let's start by getting in, turn this thing on. Let me also turn on the emergency lights, and let's begin by collecting this first pallet right here. We're gonna grab this pallet, and then let's see, where should we put this thing? I'm gonna put this thing right at the end. So let me just turn right here, and then let me raise the fork. Hold on, I almost hit the back of the trailer. All right, I think that should be good right there. Hold on, let me just readjust myself. I feel like I was way too crooked, and I'm not used to this thing, but I think that is going to be good. Let me just lower this thing and unload it. Awesome. All right, we have our first pallet loaded on the back of the trailer. Look at this thing. Hopefully this thing does not fall off during transportation. I'm gonna cross my fingers, but for now we're gonna continue putting the pallets on the back of the trailer. Let's continue with our second pallet. So let me lower the forks, and then I'm gonna raise them back up so we can get it right next to the first one. So I think this should be, actually I don't know how close I want them. All right, I think that should be good. Now let me lower this and then unload just like so, and there we go. We have our second pallet on the back of the trailer. Kind of crooked. I'm gonna try to put it more in the middle with our third one. So let's continue, and you guys know the process. Lower the forks and let's grab a pallet just like so. All right, I think I'm gonna raise the forks a little bit more, and then I gotta make sure I put it more towards the middle. All right, I think that should be good. Let me drop this thing, and would you look at that, dude? That looks way better. All right, nice. Let's continue with our fourth one. Let me hop in and let me lower the forks so we can get the next pallets on here. All right, so there we go, and then let me raise them, and let's see, where should we put this one? Oh my goodness, I need to raise it a little bit more. All right, let me get closer and let me drop this thing. Bang, dude, I'm really hoping these do not fall during transportation, or yeah, this is probably gonna be my last time doing this job. So I'm gonna continue grabbing the pallets and put the next one. Where should I put this one? Oh, should I put this one in the back? Right here, dude. This thing is definitely gonna fall if I put it right there. All right, screw it. I'm gonna be a little bit risky today. So let me place this one right here, just like so. Not bad, not bad. Definitely looks a little bit odd. Alrighty, I think we have 3 more pallets to go, but I think only 2 more fit on the back of the trailer. So we're gonna try to squeeze in 2 more at least, which I think it can, but this thing is in a weird position. So I'm gonna move my trailer a little bit more back. So let me do this just like so, and then we can put our second to last one right next to this one right here. Let me just raise the forks. I'm gonna raise them all the way up. Come on, keep going. All right, nice. We're gonna put this one right here just like so, and I think we can squeeze in 1 more. Yeah, I think we can squeeze in 1 more. So I'm gonna begin by lowering the forks, and let's quickly grab this one because I don't know what time is it. Hopefully it is not the afternoon, because if it's the afternoon, I am kind of cooked, because that just means I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna grab this pallet and we're gonna place it right next to right here. Wait a minute, I think I can squeeze another one. Hold on, let me try to readjust this. Maybe I can squeeze another one. All right, I'm gonna do this, and it looks like we can actually put another one. Hold on, look at this. Look, we have space for another one. All right, I have an idea. I'm gonna grab this pallet right here. Let me just lower my forks, and then I'm gonna put it a little bit closer next to the one on the right, because I'm really sure that we can fit another one. All right, we're gonna drop it right there, and yeah, we should now have enough space for another pallet. All right, come on, this is going to be an insane clutch if we can actually do this. Let me back this thing up, make sure no one is behind me, and let's raise the forks for one last time, and then let's drop this thing. All right, I think we are now done. We got an entire trailer filled with pallets. Let me just lower my forks and turn off the lights just like so. Let me just get this thing parked right on the corner like how I found it, and we are done with this forklift right now. All right, so this is going to be the hardest part and scariest part, because we gotta take all of this entire pallet. Oh no, the door's closing. Oh no, the door's closing. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. No, open. Oh my goodness. No. Oh no. Oh my goodness, dude, that was so close. Wait, what happened to my other pallet? I think it fell to the back. All right, you know what? Let's just get out of here. This is not good. All right, I'm gonna place this thing right here, and I'm gonna quickly run back and close the door. I don't want the people to get mad at me for not closing this thing, so let's close that just like so, and let's get out of here. Like how I was saying, this is going to be the hardest part, because we gotta make sure that none of these pallets fall, or I'm probably gonna be losing money, right? They're probably gonna find me, because these pallets are not cheap. So let's carefully make our way towards the location. I am super nervous, like my hands are super sweaty right now. All right, so far everything is running smooth, not bad. All right, nice. I'm gonna keep my emergency lights on just in case anything happens. Not that anything is gonna happen, but just in case someone sees me on the road, they can take precautions. So let's make a right turn right here. I'm going very slow, and let's make a right turn. Make sure we don't hit that stop sign. All right, so far everything is going going smooth. We still have all of our pallets, and I might have to put this thing into manual mode just because we are losing a lot of power right now. We're losing a lot of power. All right, let's put this thing into third gear. And okay, so far so good. All right, any of the pallets moving? All right, not yet. We don't want them to move. Oh, actually, you know what? Our pallets are going to the right side. Look at that. Our pallets are moving to the right side. All right, let's start slowing down very carefully because our pallets are not doing too good. They're all the way to the left side of the trailer. So let's carefully turn right here. And then, all right, nice. All right, what time is it? I don't even know what time is it. It is currently 4 p.m. Oh, no. We got like 2 hours left of the sun. Okay, so it looks like we have another giant hill right here. This is not good. Oh no, my hands are sweating once again. But slow and steady wins the race, right? I hope. All right, let's start slowing down because we're gonna make a right turn right here. Careful. Don't hit that stop sign. All right, let's check on the pallets, and the pallets are still on. All right, nice. We're gaining some speed right now. Let me slow down because we gotta enter this driver right here. Let me enter this driveway super slowly. I'm gonna hope that I don't hit a mailbox. If I do, then I'll just pay him. But it looks like we are now at my buddy's house. We can finally unload all of these pallets. So I'm gonna get my thing parked right here. Gonna leave the truck right there. And I think he should have what is it called? A forklift in here, but I don't see it. I think I'm gonna look for it. Dude, what the heck? What is he doing right here? That is a super weird location to have this thing. All right, so let me turn this thing on. Gotta turn on the lights, and we're gonna be doing a quick time lapse of me unloading this entire trailer because this is gonna take a good minute, you guys. All right, so let's play the time lapse in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty everyone, we are now on to our last pallet. As you guys can see, I am pretty much finished with unloading all the pallets of seeds, and I'm gonna get this thing parked because I am freaking done with this. Alright, I think I'm just gonna park it right here in the corner. I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna be a nice friend, and then let me just lower the forks. I don't want anyone to get hit in the head, and that should be good right there. Awesome. So this is going to be a complete job. We managed to deliver all of these pallets right here without losing a single one. So I'm gonna return my friend's trailer back there, and let's hop in back in the truck. All right, so this is going to be a little bit difficult, I am not gonna lie. Or you know what, I could just leave it like the opposite way. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna be easier for me. Or if not, I'm gonna be here forever. So I'm gonna leave this thing right here. Let me just quickly disconnect the trailer and let's get out of here. Let me just turn on my emergency lights off. All right, so I think we can now start making our way home. I'm not sure how long of a drive this is going to be, but with the magic and the power of editing, I'm gonna catch you guys over there. Home sweet home. It looks like we are now back home. I'm gonna get my truck parked in my driveway. And by the way, if anyone's wondering, the TRX is currently in the shop. It kind of had some issues. I took it off-roading very heavy. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, it's about to be 6. We finished this job in time. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next video. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another southern mudding video, and I hope you guys are excited because we're gonna go and pick up a huge trailer, fill it up with sand, and deliver it to a special location. But first, we gotta go and drop off all of this hay right here at the brand new farm. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. All right, so we have all of this hay. I don't know if I can unload this. I don't know, hold on. Or I think, actually, you know what, I don't think I can unload this, but I know for sure we're gonna be able to deliver this at the brand new farm. And if you guys haven't seen that video, I think I made it on my main channel, so you guys can check that out. But they added a brand new farm and some brand new houses as well in Southern Mudding, so we're gonna go and drop it off. This is actually going to be my second property because I ended up buying it, like I said in one of my videos in my other channel. So right now we're just gonna do this first and then pick up the huge trailer and fill it up with the sand. But that's gonna be a really interesting job because we're gonna fill it up with sand, a lot of it, and take it to a special location. But I'm gonna make a left turn right in this intersection. I think that's gonna be too much of a wide turn, and then we're gonna go and drive down this road and go into the city. I think, actually, you know what, I think the city is going to be right down there. All right, my bad. It's been a good minute since I have played this game. I've probably been a week since I have played this game. Actually, you know what, that's a lie. I think it's been like 3 days, but for some reason I'm forgetting where it is. But we're gonna make a right turn on this dirt road right here. Let me just turn on my blinkers. There we go, and let's pull in here. here. Let's go. And I actually don't know where to drop this off. I might open up the barn. That's what I'm thinking about. Should I do that? Well, let's check it and see if it's gonna fit in here. If not, we're gonna have to look for a different location. But for now, let me open this up and hello, Mr. Cows. How are you? Let me just close this. They're eating right now. I don't want to disturb them. But let me hop in. Maybe let's look in the back. Maybe there could be some. Oh, okay. So that's the garage. Oh, okay. What about here? Let me check right here. Let me open this up and oh, look at this. Perfect. Yo, can this thing fit in here? The trailer? I mean, I'm a little bit insane, so I'm gonna try to fit it in. You know what? I think I have to turn the other way around. All right, let me do that. Let me go around the barn. And it seems that we have hay bales right around, like literally everywhere, which I mean, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So let me turn right here. Oh, Jesus, we have a lot of cows. And let me carefully back this thing up. And to be honest, I don't think it's gonna fit. And oh my goodness, how long has my blinkers been on? Let me turn that thing off. All right, I think we're getting pretty close to putting the hay inside of the garage, but I gotta make sure I adjust myself correctly so this thing could fit properly. A little bit more, and then sharp turn. Sharp turn. Awesome. All right, I need to check how this thing is looking like. So let me take a look, a little peek. Ooh, okay, so we still got all of this space. Yeah, honestly, it could fit. Yes, we're doing good. All right, oh, I'm too fat. Let me just squeeze through here. Let me hop right back in, and let's see. Let me kind of readjust myself, and let's see. I don't know how far this thing can actually go without hitting the wall. So I don't know if this is good now. Let me check one more time. Squeeze through here, and oh, okay, we're getting closer. Let me go on top of here, and okay, we still have a little bit more space. So I'm gonna finish backing this thing up, or you know what? I think I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. No, I keep kind of like hitting the side of the wall. Yeah, this is way too reckless. Okay, what if I do this? All right, back this thing up. Oh, yeah, I think for now, I'm just gonna leave this because the sun is starting to go down and I don't have time to be doing this all day. So I'm just gonna leave it right there for now. Kind of looks a little bit funny, but I'll come back later and fix it. But for now, we're gonna go and get this freaking sand trailer. Thankfully, it is not too far away. It's like right down here, which is pretty good. And oh yeah, this is the brand new houses right here. Hold on, let me quickly show you guys. I want to give you guys a little quick tour. So if you're curious on how the inside looks, actually, you know what? Let me just take my truck because if I walk over there, it's gonna take forever. And I don't want to take forever. All right, so let me quickly drive up and let's go inside. Let me show you guys how the house looks. Ooh, okay, so this kind of looks like the same old house that they have in the main city. So nothing too. Ooh, wait a minute. This is a little bit modern. So nothing too crazy. It's a really nice property. So if you're curious on how these look, that's how it looks. So let me walk outside and yeah, let me get back on track because I get distracted super fast. So let's grab the Raptor and trip. Yeah, that was pretty sick. All right, let me do it one more time. Yeah, look at that. I think I should be in a movie. Maybe I should be James Bond. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, like I was saying, right around the brand new track they added like what last month is going to be where the huge trailer is, where we can grab and pick it up so we can fill it up with sand. Or actually, it might have a feature. I'm not sure. Oh, it's right here. Yo, that was pretty fast actually. I thought it was gonna be taking much more longer, but this thing looks like ready to go. So before we head out, I'm gonna quickly connect this. There we go, and we're gonna put this thing down. Where did I put this thing down? Oh, right here. Look at that. So this is the what? Oh my goodness, close that. Oh my freaking god, that is a lot of sand. Yo, that is a lot. What the heck? All right, so let's head over to the secret location. Let me turn this thing on and let's start making our way to the destination so we can get all of this sand delivered. So let me make a right turn right here. Oh no, this is gonna be a super wide turn like that. Actually, that wasn't bad at all. Maybe I'm being a little bit over exaggerated. You guys know me. So by the way, you guys, if you guys have been enjoying the content, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And let's continue with our journey. But as you guys can see, we are getting super close to the main city. We're like 1 minute away. Yeah, we're like a minute away or less. But look how cloudy it is. I think it's gonna end up raining today. Kind of scared. So we gotta hurry up and make sure we deliver this super fast because I do not want to be delivering this while it's raining, thundering, or anything. But we have the secret destination right here where we just gotta pull into here just like so. And there's gonna be a secret spot where we can dump all of the sand onto. So I think we're gonna make a turn right here. Honestly, we're gonna have to do a little bit of this track. Go through here like so, and we're gonna back into this secret spot right here. So let me turn around because we're gonna have to back this thing up, and backing this thing up and Southern money is a little bit more difficult than APM. APM just has way better kind of like physics when it comes to trailers and stuff like that. But honestly, we're not doing too bad. I'm gonna have to park right somewhere around here, very close actually. So let me do that. Let me lift up the trailer. How do I lift it up? All right, so let me open up the doors first, and then we're gonna open up the dump and let's see this. Look at, oh my goodness, look at how much sand there is. There is a lot of sand. Come on, more. And we are now done with dumping the entire sand onto our place. But we are still not done. We gotta go and return this thing. So let me, how do I lower this thing? I always get confused. There's always so many buttons. So we click on that. All right, nice. And we're gonna get back into our Raptor 6x6 and turn right here. And we're gonna make our way to the trailer store because we're gonna go leave it right there, not at the track. So let's pull out of here. Are those? Never mind. I was about to get distracted one more time, but I had to lock in. Oh my goodness, that was pretty fast. The trailer store is right here. So let me pull into the trailer store just like so. And let's see, where should we drop this off? Ooh, right here. I think we should just make our life super easy. Let me just carefully back up. Oh, hold on. I gotta readjust myself like so. And we are now done with this. We can finally disconnect it. Right. Wait, is it disconnected? Hold on. Let me move my truck. All right. Yeah. It is disconnected. All right. It is now time to make our way back home. I'm gonna show you guys where my house is if you guys forgot. So my house is gonna be right down here, and I'm gonna try to pull my Corvette and take it to the new property, my farm. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna start moving my things at the new property because I'm thinking about moving out of this farmhouse because I really don't need two farmhouses. It just doesn't make any sense. So let me go in here, open up my garage door just like so, and look at this. We have our Corvette right here. Dude, it's been such a long time since I've made a video with this, but let me step out, close the door. Oh, kind of hit my wing. Yeah, you know what? Let's go through the dirt path. It's gonna get a little bit dirty, but that's fine. Let's make a turn right here, and before we do cross, always make sure to check both ways. Gotta make sure we do not get ran over, or I guess crashed into. Look at this. This is pretty awesome. I wonder if my Corvette is gonna fit in here. I don't know if it's gonna fit. I mean, we could try. Let me open up the garage door, but I do not think, yeah, this is not gonna fit in there. Let me see. Does that look good? Yo, this is terrible. All right, let me move it. Let me move it out the way. I'm stuck in here. So let me pull in, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna quickly drift right here, and we're gonna back into our garage. So we're gonna do that, and let's open up the garage door as well, and let's carefully pull this thing. Wait a minute, is this gonna fit? I don't know if this is gonna fit. This feels like a close. Actually, you know what? I still have a lot of space. What am I talking about? All right, I think that should be good. I always hit myself in the face with the garage door. All right, let me open that up, and look at that. Yo, we can chillax, eat some rice and beans or hamburgers and steaks, and watch a movie. I think that's like an awesome day we had. Well, I guess, yeah, it was a phenomenal day. It was like a 10 out of 10. But let me know what you guys think. Is this a W or no? Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today look at what we're wearing. I'm going to become an Amazon delivery driver in APM. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. And as you guys can see, we have the Amazon delivery semi with a trailer right here. So today's task is going to be to take this to the warehouse, pick up our orders, and deliver them before the sun sets. So we don't have enough time. Let me hop in. Let me turn this bad boy on, and honestly, I was gonna turn on my beacons, but I don't think Amazon delivery drivers do that, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna drive right around here without hitting the building, and then we're gonna pull out and we're gonna make a giant right turn just like so. We went on the grass a little bit, but that is fine. No one is watching, right? I mean, hopefully my supervisor doesn't have any sort of cameras in here. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think he has cameras in here. So right now we're on our way to the Amazon house to pick up these deliveries, and I believe it's gonna be right around here. I might need to go to the tool store because I need some ramps so we can put the orders in the back of our trailer. So that is going to be the first task before we do head to the Amazon warehouse, which is located right down there. But thankfully we have the tool store right here, so let me make a right turn right here. Let me just widen myself a little bit so we could fit through here. Awesome. All right, nice. So I'm gonna quickly run into the tool store, but before I do, I need to turn on my emergency lights because I'm gonna park right here. All right, so I'm gonna quickly run into the store so we can get these ramps. RP store. Yep, that's my favorite store. Maybe because I'm an unk. I am an unk now. I am so old. All right, let me go inside. Let me see. Oh, okay, so the ramps are gonna be right here. I actually don't know which ramps to grab. You know what? I'm gonna go with these ramps. Oh my god, they're so heavy. All right, let me open this. Oh my goodness. Let me close the doors. And it's so freaking heavy. All right, let me go and put this in my pocket. Do not worry, they do fit in my pocket. Do not ask how big my pockets are. But let me me hop in the semi, turn this bad boy on, and let's make our way to the warehouse. Let me just turn off my emergency lights because we do not need them anymore. So let me make a turn right here. Whoops. And then we're gonna make another turn right here. And honestly, I think one of these houses I'm gonna end up delivering, but I don't know where the orders are. So let me quickly check on which side it's going to be. So not there, so not there, and oh, it looks like it's gonna be on this one. All right, so let me open up the door just like so, and it looks like we're gonna be delivering a bunch of brand new ATVs. So it looks like everyone's been ordering these ATVs. I wonder if there's like a special, like a Black Friday going on. But anyways, let me hop into this thing, and we're gonna turn around because we're gonna back into it. So let me carefully turn, and oh, I almost hit the stop sign. But you guys know I'm a professional driver, so let me carefully do this just like so, and let me just fix myself because I feel like I'm a little bit too crooked. And let me get a little bit closer, and I think that is going to be good. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect because I don't want to hit the top of the warehouse. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's open up the doors. Ooh, look at that. There's a lot of space in there. And let me pull up the let me see, what should I do? You know what, let me get one of the ATVs a little bit closer so I can get an idea on where to put the ramps. So I'm gonna put the ATV right around here, and let's see, where should we put the first one? All right, the first one is gonna go right there. Wait, find a place to what? Why can't I place my ramp? Fail to place ramp, obstructed by another ramp. All right, hold on, I think I need to pull this thing forward. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna pull this much forward. I don't want to pull too much forward because I don't want to be blocking traffic. So I think that is going to be, let me just leave my emergency lights on just in case anyone is coming by. I don't want them to hit my semi, but I'm gonna, let's see if this works. Okay, so it looks like this works. So let me pull this up, and I'm gonna bring the ATV a little bit more out so I can get an idea on where to place my ramps. I think that is going to be perfect. Yeah, I think that's awesome. All right, so the first ramp is gonna go right here, and the second ramp is gonna place right here. So I think technically this should work right here. Yeah, it looks perfect. Look how giant this trailer is. I wish I could add like a bed in here. I would like to like sleep in one of these. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. We don't have too much time, so let me hop into the ATV and let's go on top of these ramps. Oh, did I turn off the engine? All right, so we're gonna place the first ATV right here. We got that thing strapped down, and let's put on the second and third one. So I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna turn this thing around. Ooh, these things are super fast. I see why people are ordering these. These things are quite a beast. So I'm gonna place the second ATV right here. Ooh, look at this. Let me just check that both of these are nice and strapped in. All right, and let's go inside this ATV right here because this is going to be our last one, and we're gonna be ready to start delivering them to everyone that ordered them. So let me make sure I am good. All right, go up the ramp, and we're gonna park it right behind the third one. Awesome. So we have all of our ATVs now loaded up on the back of the trailer. Let me go down. We're gonna remove the ramps. So let me close up the doors just like so. Look at that. APM. No, pretend it says Amazon. Let me close up the garage right here. Where did I close this from? Oh, right here. Sorry, it's my first day on the job, so I'm a little bit new, but as you guys can see, here is my little tag. All right, time to deliver these ATVs, and it looks like our first delivery is actually not gonna be right here, but instead near the police station. I believe there's gonna be a house down there. I'm not sure. We're gonna go check right now, but it looks like we have a stop sign right here, so let me slow down. This thing is super heavy. Make sure the road is clear, and let's continue driving. Wait a minute, I think I see a house in the distance. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the house that we're gonna be delivering to. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be backing up into this thing, but I think I'm just gonna pull over right here and unload the ATV. Actually, you know what, 100% we can back into this thing. All right, let me get a little bit further up, and come on, I'm gonna try to make sure I don't hit the mailbox, or that is not going to be good. But look at this, I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. I did not think I was gonna back up this semi. Anyways, I think this should be pretty good. I'm probably gonna put this thing in park and put on my emergency lights, and oh my goodness, you guys, my emergency lights did not turn on. All right, that's fine. We're inside a neighborhood, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let me pull up the ramps, put that thing down, and let's get in so we can get this thing delivered. Carefully unload this. Oh no, what happened to my semi? Oh, hopefully this isn't my last day of work, but I'm gonna leave their ATV right, let's see, where should we leave it? I think I'm gonna leave it right around here, right under the shade. I think this is gonna be a nice spot so they can pick it up later. Well, I think I know what happened. I might have forgot to put park, but let me remove the ramps, close up the doors, and let's make our way to the second house because we're almost done because the sun is starting to go. What time is it actually? I don't know what the sun is. Okay, so the sun looks like it's about 4 p.m. I'm gonna try to turn right here. This is gonna be a super tight turn. Oh, this is super close. Oh my goodness, guys, I am the GOAT at this game. All right, so our next property is gonna be right here. It's gonna be located like at a farm. So So let me make a right turn, slowly turn, make sure I don't hit the stop sign. Nice. And now we're gonna drive all the way down. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's a farmhouse right down here. So we're gonna go there and deliver our second vehicle, or I guess order, but it is a vehicle at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but this is going to be the second house that we're gonna come and deliver the ATV. So let me pull in, and where should we drop this off? Ooh, we can drop it off like around, well, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna drop it off like maybe on the side of the house. Ooh, we can put it right in that house right there. I don't know what that is. It's like a little barn. I know there's a different name to it. I'm kind of blanking out, but let me put on the ramps 1 and 2, and let's go inside so we can grab this ATV. We're gonna go put it like in that barn I just showed you guys. So let me go around my semi. Ooh, this is kind of taking it. I feel like I'm taking it on a joyride, but let me go in here, open up the doors, and ooh, yeah, that's gonna fit in here. That is going to be perfect. Let me see if I can get this thing squeezed in a little bit. Oh, I almost hit the back. But I think that is going to be perfect. All right, second delivery is successful. Let me close up the doors, and look at that. That was another successful order. So I'm gonna hop into the semi in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are now in the semi. I'm gonna back up because we're gonna pull out of here and we're gonna make our way onto the last delivery of today. I'm almost done with my shift, so let's pull out of here. And we actually, oh no, do not go into the mud. And we're gonna make our way down near the drag strip. I think there's gonna be a house passing the drag strip, so we're gonna go check that out right now. But so far we are on time. I still haven't got any complaints from my manager telling me that I should pick up the pace, because typically the managers tend to be very strict with how fast you have to deliver the packages. But I think I've been doing a good job, so I haven't heard anything from my supervisor as well. But it looks like our house is going to be right on that mountain. Oh my goodness, there is no way I'm gonna be able to grab this semi and take it all the way to the top of this hill. Oh, I have to get some speed, so I'm gonna step on it. Oh no, this is super sketchy. Can I make it up here? Oh, I can. Whoa, I did not think I was gonna be able to get up here, but let me make a little turn right here and get as close as possible as I can, because we're gonna unload this ATV. And honestly, I think, yeah, I'm gonna drop this one off in their garage, because I really don't see a space where I could really put it. I don't want to just put it right out in front of everything. So let me first, where did my ramps go? I think I might have left them at the last property. Oh no. Oh my goodness, look at this. I forgot the ramps here. Oh, I gotta pick these up before my supervisor finds out about this. But I managed to walk all the way back. I'm a little bit insane, but I managed to walk all the way back just so I could grab these freaking ramps. But I'm gonna walk back. I don't know if I have too much time. Oh, it looks like it's about 5 p.m. now. It's almost 6 p.m. So I'm gonna make my way back to the other house. I'm gonna have to walk there. Hopefully I do not take too long. Alrighty, everyone. After like what, a 2-3 mile hike, I managed to come back just for the ramp. So let's place it down, one there and the second one right there, and let me go in the back this ATV so we can unload it and finish our job. So let me carefully do this. Oh, a little bit to the left, and that should be good right there. So let me put this into the garage like I said. And wait a minute, did I not open this? I thought I opened it, but now it should be open. Let me just turn around, back this thing up, and it looks like they are not home today. So we're gonna drop our ATV right here. I hope they enjoy it and have a really fun time, especially that the summer is coming up. They're gonna have a really great time with that. So let me not forget to grab my ramps and close the back doors of my trailer. Look at that. And this is gonna be a headache. Look at what I'm gonna have to back into. Oh my goodness, I should have not done this. So let me get into the semi, and I'm gonna carefully back up all the way onto the dirt road. Hopefully yeah, I do not mess up, because if I do, then yeah, I'm probably gonna get fired. I'm gonna be so cooked. But hold on, this thing is going way too much to the side. Hold on, let me just readjust myself. I am looking not good. All right, one more. Come on. And okay, that's good. I'm gonna have to go a little bit on the grass and make a turn right here. All right, I think we're doing not bad. I can't believe I'm hitting the brushes though. I don't think I should be doing too much damage, but we're almost out of here. This actually has been a little bit of a headache, I'm not gonna lie, but at least we didn't hit their stop sign or their mailbox. But we're gonna make our way back to the Amazon delivery house. Or actually, you know what, I think I could just go directly to the gas station, so I can just drop off the semi and be done with my shift. So we still got one more task, and that is to pretty much clock out. So let me turn on my blinkers and make a super wide right turn right here, just like so. But anyways, this job has been pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if I should be doing more Amazon deliveries in my future videos, or if you guys, you know, want something else. Maybe I should work for a different company like UPS or something like that. I think that would be pretty crazy. But we have the gas station right here, so let me pull in. And where did I park? I think I'm just gonna park right onto this parking spot. Yeah, I think that should work right there. Or am I too crooked? Yeah, I am way too crooked. What the heck am I doing? Let me reset. All right, now this should be a better parking spot. Now that should be a good parking spot. All right, so I'm gonna get in my truck. Where's my truck? I don't see my truck. I think I parked it in the back of the building. Oh my god. All right, let's see. And my pickup truck is right here also. So let me turn this bad boy on and we can start making our way back home. Alrighty, everyone. It looks like we are now back home. So let me get my work truck parked right up front. Yeah, I'm gonna park it right here. I think my TRX should be in the garage. Oh, look at that. Yo, I am crazy. Look how close I ended up parking near the garage. Dude, I'm crazy. Whoa, I'm really good. But anyways, I think that is going to be it for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video of APM, and today we're gonna be going and checking out a brand new vehicle. I guess it's gonna be new for me, but it's gonna be like a 1940s Ford. It's a really nice truck that I found on Facebook Marketplace, but we're gonna be checking that out in today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. As you guys can see, I am in a complete full server of people, so hopefully there's not too much of a chaos. But we're gonna be taking our work truck, because if I do end up buying this Ford truck, I'm gonna have to go and pick up a trailer. So let's go check it out right now. We're gonna head over to his place right now. He lives in a pretty nice farm, so I feel like it's an older gentleman that is gonna be selling this Ford. He said to go check it out. He said he's gonna be not home because he's currently on vacation. I think he went to Hawaii or something, but he said if I like it, just send them money through like a wire or Zelle. But we're gonna see right now just to send them like a check. So let's make a left. Actually, you know what, I think it's gonna be straight ahead. Yeah, let's go straight ahead. It should be right down here, and then we're gonna make a left turn onto his property. I'm really excited. I'm thinking about turning this thing into an off-roading beast, because I have the TRX and it made me realize that I really love off-roading, and it gave me the opportunity to turn this one into an off-roading vehicle too. So that's kind of the main reason I really want to buy this thing. I think it would just be a really nice project car. I guess project truck in this case, but this is going to be his property. Let me just, yeah, I think this is his property. Let me just check my phone. Okay, so this is the address he sent me, so it's gonna be correct. Let me pull it in and let me see where the work truck is. I actually don't know where the work truck is going to be. Let me just give this a tour around. Oh, what if it's, I think it's in here. Hold on, let me quickly pull in. I want to see if it's in here. No, it's completely empty. It's a really nice kind of warehouse he's got going on. I'm not sure, what do you guys call this, a warehouse or a giant garage? But let me hop in back in my truck. So far I do not see anything. I wonder if there's like he has a different part. Oh wait a minute, it's open right here. Is it in here? I think it might be in here. Nope, it's not in here, but he did leave his garage open. But I'm gonna close that for him. I'm gonna be a nice citizen. Yeah, I don't know where it is. I think I'm just gonna end up leaving because I do not see any. Wait. I think there's a road right here. Hold on, it might be down here. Why is it kind of dark? It feels kind of dark down here. Feels like I should turn off my headlights. But wait a minute, is that it? Yo, look at this. This is freaking insane. Look at this beauty. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. What a nice truck. Let me hop on the hay bale. Boinga, boinga, boinga. Yo, this dude, I don't care. I'm gonna buy this immediately. Let's open up the tailgate, and oh my goodness, look how clean this is. It's so clean. I can probably eat my McDonald's off the trunk of the bed. All right, let me close this. Ooh, what a close parking spot. Yeah, let me quickly send them the money. Let me do this. Okay, so I sent him the money. He said I can take it. So let's get back into my truck and let's get out of here, because we're gonna go pick up a trailer so we can get this thing loaded up and take it home. Or I guess we might take it to the mechanic shop first so we can customize it and turn it into like an off-roading truck. But so far I really haven't seen anyone today, even though we're in a complete full server. But anyways, we have a stop sign right here. Let me make a right turn just like so, and then let's go through the back of the trailer store, because I feel like it's faster if I go through the back. So let me do this. So far I still do not see anyone. Oh wait a minute, I think that's gonna be, whoa, that person is driving so fast. Gonna go through the car wash. That was a free car wash right there. Oh my goodness, look at this. There's a lot of people today. All right, so let me turn on my emergency lights, because we're gonna quickly park right around here. Hold on, that is a terrible parking spot. I think that should be better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. All right, let's go and order a trailer so we can grab our truck. Hello, Mr. Sir. Thank you, Mr. Sir. All right, so I just placed an order for a trailer. Let's see if they managed to put it out and see if we can take it already. And oh, it looks like it's going to be this one right here. All right, let me turn this bad boy around, get it connected, and bang. Ooh, look at that truck. Boy, wait, hold on. Is this the same truck that I'm gonna be buying? Yo, this is a nice build. Oh, he's changing the color of it. Hopefully it doesn't crash. All right, so let me hop in my truck right here. There we go. And let's make our way back to the guy's house so we can take this truck back home, or I guess the mechanic shop. So let me go around this guy. Let me turn on my blinkers. first, and let's pull it onto this road. Oh my goodness, look how fast that guy is still going. He's gonna end up flipping. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna end up flipping because he's driving super reckless. Why is this camper stopping? Dude, this camper better not stop because I'm gonna end up hitting him in the rear camper side. All right, so it looks like they're going. Oh, whoa, I don't know what these people are doing. All right, so we're out of that mess. Let's pull onto our dirt road. They can go and crash into each other if they want to be driving crazy. But let me check my map, make sure we're going the right direction. And okay, so we are going the right direction. And honestly, we can just take this dirt path because it's gonna be way faster and easier to get to the truck. What are those, cows? I don't know if that's cows or like what kind of animal that is, but let me quickly pull in front of it. I'm gonna get the trailer parked right here, put my emergency lights, and let's pull down the ramps of this thing like so. All right, he told me the keys were under the carpet, so let me see if the keys are inside the carpet. I think, oh, it's right here. It's right here. All right, so I grabbed the keys of the truck, so let me turn this bad boy on. And oh, look at that, dude, this thing is running like brand new. Holy moly guacamole. Yo, this thing is such a beauty. I love this color. All right, let me back up and get it loaded on the back of our trailer just like so. Let me make sure this is perfect. Awesome. All right. Oh, no, I didn't mean to sit right there. All right, let's close the ramps. Do not hit my truck. Okay, that was close. I don't think it hit it. Anyways, let's get out of here. I think we can just go up here. Hopefully my truck does not have any issues going up here. It shouldn't. So I'm gonna keep my emergency lights on because people gotta know I got a brand new truck and this is a heavy load. So make sure the road is clear and then make sure this road is clear as well. And let's get out of here. Let's make our way to the mechanic shop and turn this thing into a complete beast. Honestly, I'm really grateful that it's not raining today, but it looks like it definitely does want to rain today. Look at the clouds. They do not look happy. They kind of look like it wants to rain a little bit, but the sun is about right there. It looks like it's about 11 p.m. or even 12. Yeah, but let me make sure the road is clear. Okay, we are ready to turn right here just like so. And oh my goodness, what is going on? Yo, that guy just jumped over the APM drivers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest, but they're kind of reckless. They're pretty insane like me. Oh my, yep, I told you guys. Anyways, we're back into the city right here, so let me make our right turn kind of wide and turn. Ooh, those are some nice trucks. Did he spawn the same thing? Oh, we have another crazy driver. Oh, no, do not hit me. Oh my goodness, he almost ended up hitting me. Dude, that was pretty scary. Ooh, what's going on around here? There's an entire neighborhood right here. Look at this. This is pretty nice. Oh, whoa, gotta be careful, man. But it looks like there's a full neighborhood right here. It looks very lively. But we have the mechanic shop right here, so let's pull in. We're gonna go through this entrance right here and we're gonna throw it in park just like so. Let me quickly hop in this thing. I think I might just customize it. Actually, I don't think I can. Oh, wait a minute, the ramps. Holy moly, I forgot to place the ramps. That was super close. I was about to wreck my brand new truck. That could have been super bad. But let me turn right here and let's get this thing customized. So accept. I'm not gonna change the paint. I think the paint already looks phenomenal. But we have the engine. Let's add 25% extra power and let's add supercharger. Let's do that. Let's not add too much power. Now for the suspension. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. All right, what if we just raise it to the max? I wonder how that is gonna look. Okay, honestly, it does not look bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that because we're gonna use this for off-roading. Now for the attachments, we're gonna need a light bar and then we don't need this. What else do we need? Oh, we kind of need a roll bar, don't we? Yeah, we need a roll bar just in case we flip over. Should we add a headache rack? I kind of want to add one. I really love the looks of these headache racks. I think they look super nice, but I don't know what the heck. Who is that guy? I don't know if it goes with the truck. I don't know because I'm not a fan of the head rack. You know what? I think I'm gonna take the head racks off. Let me take that off. Wait, was I saying a head rack? I mean the roll bar. But what I am gonna add is a grill guard. I think that looks pretty sick. That looks nice. I think I need a winch as well. I don't know if I need a winch just in case I get stuck in the mud. So let me just place it just in case of an emergency. And I think that is going to be it. All right, I think that is it. Let me go around this guy. Ooh, that's actually a nice color, black and orange. And let's quickly find a mountain, or I guess let's just take it to a mountain because I want to test this thing out. I want to see how this thing performs going uphill, but this thing is pretty fast. Look at that. Not too bad, not too shabby. Alrighty, everyone, we are now gonna go in one of the hardest paths that an off-roading vehicle can go to. So we're gonna take it right here. It's right now, it's like about midday, so we have enough daytime to go through this track, and so far it's not having any issues. Oh, maybe I'm speaking too soon, but all right, let's make a left turn, carefully turn. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. All right, let's do this part. All right, kind of do a little bit fast. Turn right here. Okay, not bad. Oh no, do not go into the water. Oh my goodness, we almost sunk into the water. That could have been super bad actually. Let me go around the tree and let's go up this hill. All right, so far not bad. It's a success, but we are still not finished. Let's go through this little kind of rocky hill, go down, and we're gonna make a turn right here. Always gotta be careful and make sure you never fall into this ditch or it's gonna be really bad. All right, let's get some speed because this looks pretty pretty steep, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna crank it on the gas, and awesome, not bad. It's kind of dark, so let me turn on my lights. But so far so easy. Now this is actually the hardest parts of the entire track is going to be this hill, because I typically get stuck when I don't take a really good off-roading truck. So let's do this. Come on. If it gets stuck, then that's fine, which it looks like it is going to be getting stuck. I'm gonna back up a little bit, and I'm gonna step on it from all the way here and see if that is going to work. So let me step on it. Maybe this can work right here. Oh no, nope, it looks like it does not want to go up. All right, so I think that is going to be the maximum this truck can go, which, you know, it's not too bad because this thing is in 1942 Ford. But anyways, this is a really solid test and a solid truck that we managed to buy and build off Facebook Marketplace. But let me turn right here and turn on my headlights. I forgot to turn them off, but look at this thing. This thing is a complete champion. I love this truck so much. But honestly, what do you guys think about it? Is this a W or an L buy from Facebook Marketplace? But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today is going to be our first day of becoming a U-Haul driver. So we're gonna go and help out a citizen because he's gonna end up moving out of his house and moving to a different one. We were hired to become their U-Haul driver. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we have our work truck right here. Look how beautiful this thing is looking. Oh my goodness, I just had a wash, and look how shiny this thing is. Oh lord. All right, let me hop in. Oh wait a minute, I forgot to close my oh, okay, it's locked. Never mind. I'm a little bit paranoid, you guys. I'm a little bit paranoid, but let me turn on this bad boy on, and let's start making our way to the implement store, which is going to be located right here, so we can pick up this U-Haul truck, because right now I do not have this U-Haul truck. So we're gonna make our way over there. But look how beautiful today is, a beautiful and sunny day. I'm so happy that the snow has officially gone and we pretty much have everything back to normal. Look at all the water, because I think last month I think that thing was still frozen, but everything is back to normal. But we have a stop sign right here, so let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here, and we are now officially back into the city. Wait a minute, do I need gas? No, it looks like I have a full tank of gas, so I'm not gonna go pass by and get gas right now, but we are gonna make our way. Wait a minute, where is the implement store? Oh, it's right here. I kind of got confused for a second. I thought I had passed it, but it was a mechanic shop. But let's pull in right here, and look at this. This is gonna be the U-Haul truck that we're gonna be taking today. So let me get this thing parked right here. All right, let me just make sure I don't hit the post. And oh, that is so bad. That is so bad. All right, let me turn this bad boy on, and can I change the drivetrain? Oh, I can. Awesome. What's this? What's amber lights? I don't think I'm gonna need this. I'm just gonna be a U-Haul for today. All right, let's make a turn right here, just like so, and we're gonna make a left turn on this intersection, and we're gonna officially make our way to the property. So let's turn on our blinkers like so. And honestly, this property is kind of far away. Oh, hold on, let me be careful. I don't want to be going off the road, but let me show you guys where the property is. It's gonna be all the way over here, this property right here. I'm pretty excited. Honestly, I do not know what kind of stuff we're gonna be moving today. And oh my goodness, I forgot the ramps. I need ramps. No way. I need to make an emergency U-turn right here. I forgot to pick up the ramps, because how else are we gonna load up the things on the back of the trailer? All right, let me turn off my emergency light, and let's make our way to the tool store. I think it's called the RP tool store. So we're gonna make our way back, and I'm kind of stepping on it because we're already kind of doing bad on time, and the sun is already about 11 a.m. So let me make a right turn right here, and then we're gonna make a left and pull into the little center right here. And okay, let me just quickly park right here. Let me just turn on my let me just turn on my emergency lights, open this bad boy on, and honestly, I don't know which kind of ramps we're gonna need, but I'm gonna be safe and I'm gonna take both of these. And oh, there we go. And yeah, this is one of them, and this is a second one. All right, so let's go over here. Gonna go to the side, close that, and oh my goodness, you guys, this is so heavy. All right, let me put this one in the back. Oh, like so. And oh my goodness, I forgot to put this one to the back as well. This is so heavy, like that. All right, it's now in the back of the box truck, and we can now make our way out of here. Let me just quickly back up. Beep beep. All right, like that, and let's get out of here. We can now make our way to the property. And oops, I forgot to turn on my blinkers, but it's okay. There is no one here today, so you guys know the drill. I'm gonna step on this thing so fast. Honestly, this is actually, yo, this thing is moving. We're almost hitting 120 miles per hour. Yo, this is crazy. crazy. All right, we have a dirt road right here that we gotta make a left turn. So let me turn on the blinkers just like so, and the house should be down this road. Let's keep a watch out on where it is. And okay, so it's not this one, it's gonna be on the right side. Let's see, I feel like we're super close. Wait a minute, is it this one? I think it's gonna be this one. All right, let me no, let me back up a little bit. I almost ended up missing completely the entrance. All right, let's go onto the dirt road, or I guess this is not a dirt road. They have concrete. They're pretty modernized. But anyways, it looks like one of the first things we're gonna be taking is this really old lawnmower. Look at how old this thing is. All right, we're gonna be taking this lawnmower. So let me open the back of the box truck and let me take out the ramps. I'm gonna take out the big ones. I'm gonna get this thing closer because I don't know the distance I should put the ramps. So I'm gonna place this one right here, and then I think this one is gonna go right there. So let me hop on and let me load up the lawnmower. Look at this. A little bit back, and awesome. We have the lawnmower loaded up on the back of the U-Haul box. Honestly, I should have used like a different trailer, but I think that is going to work fine. Let's remove the ramps and close up the doors because we're gonna make our way to his new property and get this thing delivered, and we're gonna come back and pick up the last item he has secretly hiding in that garage right there. Hold on, let me show you guys right there in that garage. So let's make our way over there. But so far this job has been pretty easy. Honestly, it's going to be the easiest $500 of my life because that is going to be the amount that I will be getting paid with this job. And by the way, you guys, some of you guys have been asking where the Discord link is, and it's going to be in my YouTube bio. So it's going to be there, and I think I have made a little YouTube post as well for you guys to join. I've been talking with a lot of you guys. You guys have been very nice, very kind, and honestly the best people I could ever ask for. So oh my goodness, that was a giant bump. But anyways, let's continue with delivering these. As you guys can see, his brand new house is right up here. So let me turn, and we're gonna make one more turn right here. And oh my goodness, we gotta go up this hill. Oh, come on, step on it, you can do it. And here is his house right here. All right, let me get this thing turned around, and we're gonna get it unloaded. Where should we unload this? I think we should just leave it like at his front yard or something like that. I think that is going to be fine. I forgot to turn off my engine, but let's open up the doors. And oh my goodness, I hit my head. Let's put the first one and the second ramp right there, and we can now unload this bad boy out of here. So let me turn on this thing, and there we go. Oh, ooh, should we cut his grass? Actually, no, I should charge him for that. But we're gonna get this thing parked right up front, and we're gonna get out of here because we're gonna remove the ramps, close up everything, and oh, hold on, let me put on the ramps, and we're gonna go pick up the second and last item for today, and then we're gonna be done with this U-Haul job because the sun is going down pretty fast. What time is it? Oh my goodness, you guys, it's already 4 p.m. All right, let's go. Let's stop, turn on our blinkers, and let's get out of here. Ooh, it looks like the drag strip is right here. Why is it always empty, you guys? Every time I come by, the drag strip is always empty. What the heckers? Alrighty, everyone, we are now back to the guy's property. We're gonna pull into his driveway, and we're gonna get this thing turned around so we can set up the ramps and unload, or I guess load the second thing he's got right here. I actually don't know what it is, so I'm really excited to see what it is. We put the truck in park and turned it off, so let's actually open up the garage and let's see what it actually is. And oh my goodness, no way, this is from the army. I don't know, it's got like an army like decal going on, but this thing is so cool. I wonder if this thing can go in the water. I think you can. Look at this thing. Yo, wait, can this thing spin? Oh my yo, this is crazy. Look at this. Oh, let me go this way. Oh no, I'm getting dizzy now. All right, so let me close this bad boy. How do I close this? Oh, it's right here. Wait, hold on, I'm very curious right now. I want to test this thing out. Let's I don't think he's home, so hopefully he does not know. All right, let's go down here and test it out. I wonder if it can go in the water. And oh, he can. Look at this, it can drive in the water. Look at this. Yo, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Yo, I want one of these. How much is this? Does anyone know in the comments how much this thing is? I really want one. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get this thing loaded up because the sun is going down. Oh, am I stuck here? Oh no, that would have been a scary situation. Wait a minute, I think he's home. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Oh, I think he was home. I swear on my mama the TV was on. All right, let me turn this on and let's get out of here. Let me spin the rule of this thing. Let me just align it just like so, and let's put the ramps. Well, I guess let me get the ramps out. So I think I'm gonna put these smaller ramps. I think it should be good. So we're gonna put them like so. And oh my goodness, this thing is so hard to maneuver. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh no, do not mess up. This thing is not mine. All right, let's get this thing loaded up. And oh no. Okay, you know what, we're gonna put the bigger ramps. Let's put the bigger ramps. We're not gonna put these. All right, so let's switch them out. Stop making my life so hard. Okay, so now we can get an idea on where to put the ramps. So we're gonna put the ramp right there, and then the second one is gonna go right there. All right, so we are now ready to put this ATV thing right on the back of our U-Haul truck, and I think that is is going to work. Let me just make sure everything is good. Oh my goodness. And yeah, it looks like everything is good. Actually, hopefully I am not too out. If I am, then I am gonna have to readjust the ATV. But okay, moment of truth, it looks like it's all nice and ready. So let me put these ramps on the back of the box truck, and now it's time to make our way to his new property so we can finally be finished with his job. So let's make a left turn right there, and let's stop on it, you guys. Let's see how fast this thing can go again. Maybe downhill we can hit 120, and we did 130. Oh, we can't hit 130. All right, we imagine just driving down the road and you just see this thing fly by, a giant U-Haul truck. That's so funny. All right, let's slow down because we have a dirt road right here, and but we are now back pretty much to his property. So let's pull right into his driveway right here, and let's go up and let's finally be finished with this job. So let me turn right here just like so, and we're gonna open up his garage. So let me open this bad boy and open up the back of this box truck. And before I do forget, I want to put up the ramps, take them. Oh my goodness, I always hit my head. Ouch, I have head injuries. I always hit my head. All right, so let me hop in and let's get this thing unloaded into the garage. All right, look at that, we are now loaded up in the garage. Let me just close the garage. I'm so small. Take up the ramps just like so, throw them in the back, and let's get out of here because we are now done with our job. Now we have one last task, and that is to drop this thing off back at the implement store. But with the magic and the power of editing, I'm gonna be there in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the implement store. Let me get this thing parked up. I'm gonna try to do a better job than I did when I parked my truck, because look at this thing. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so embarrassed. What the heck? I'm surprised I did not get a ticket or get this thing towed. But we're gonna make our way to the church. So right here, just like so. I don't think I've ever been to a church. I've always wanted to check this place out, and oh my goodness, look at this, it's so beautiful in here. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Good morning, you guys. Welcome to another, well, I guess going to be the first episode of this brand new series in American Plains Money. As you guys can see, this is kind of a little shed that I currently live in. I'm kind of homeless. Well, technically I'm not, but I'm really poor. But I have a plan to get rich and own my own farm and become the richest person in APM. So if you guys are excited for this 10-part series, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into this first episode. So we have my rusty old truck right here. I used my last $500 I had in my bank account and bought this truck off Facebook Marketplace. But this thing runs like a complete beauty, like brand new. And I have an idea on some jobs we can do with this. So if we come over here to my friend's property, you can see that he owns one of these old lawnmowers that we can use and get some jobs done today. The goal is to make $500 so we can buy a special attachment for my truck, and we could get it to start hauling bigger items so we can start making more money. But first, we gotta make these $500. So let me hop in my old rusty bucket. Let me turn this thing on, and let's make our way to the trailer store because we're gonna go rent a trailer today, because I do not have a trailer, nor I have enough money to actually buy one, but I do have enough money to actually rent one. So we're gonna go rent it out so we can throw on the lawnmower and we can start cutting some grass down. But with this special attachment that I'm gonna try to buy, it's gonna go on the back of my pickup, and then it's gonna give me the ability to haul bigger items and essentially make more money. So I'm really excited to get that thing done. Hopefully we can do that in today's video because we do not have too much time. Once the sun sets, I cannot work anymore. But look at this, we have quite a selection today. Oh, let's see. All right, so we have this trailer. No, that's too big. Okay, this one's too big. Let me check this one, and this one's a little bit too big as well. But ooh, perfect. Yo, I think we found the perfect one. Okay, so let me get back in my truck and let's get it connected with this trailer. So there we go, and let me spin this thing around. Let me spin the black, carefully connect it. Oh, I missed it by a little bit. Okay, connect it, and there we go. We can now make our way back to, I guess, to my friend's property. I was about to say my home, but it's not my home. So we have got a stop sign, and let's put on our blinkers so we can start making our way back to the place. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back to the property. We're gonna pull into here. Let me just put on my blinkers just like so. And I don't think they work anywhere. Oh my goodness, that's how poor I am. But we're gonna pull this thing right around here. Actually, you know what, I think I can just go down here. Let me just turn on the lights. It it is quite dark down here. So I'm gonna park right around here. Let me turn off this bad boy and let's throw down the ramps so we can get this thing unloaded on the trailer. All right, so let me carefully back up. I'm having trouble seeing, so I'm gonna turn on the light. All right, just like so, we're gonna throw this in park, turn off the lights, and we're gonna throw up the ramps back up, and let's get out of here so we can start cutting some grass. I have a couple houses in mind that we're gonna go through and cut their lawns for them, and then lastly, we're gonna try to grab a big property so we can make the rest of our money. But look at the time, it is already 10 a.m. I literally just started the video and 2 hours have just flown by. Dude, that is freaking crazy. But I think the houses should be on the right side. Let's quickly check the map just to make sure. And okay, so I am correct, the houses are gonna be on the right side. So let me quickly step on this because we are super short on time. Let's make a huge turn, and ooh, look at that truck. That truck looks super nice. Maybe when I'm rich or I have enough money, I'm gonna be able to get a brand new truck or at least an upgrade. But look at that, I see the houses in the distance. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm super glad that they got grass on their front lawns and it hasn't been cut yet. So I'm gonna pull over to the side. We're gonna throw on our emergency lights and we're gonna get all of this unloaded. Let me turn this thing off because I do not have that much money for gas. So let's get this thing unloaded from here. Let me hop in and let's get this thing turned on. Mower on. All right, nice. So we can now get this thing to work. Let me just turn off the lights because I don't need them right now. And we're gonna cut the front of this house right here. I don't know if I'm gonna cut the backyard. Ooh, look at that, dude. This looks pretty satisfying. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I think this has got to be one of the most satisfying jobs in APM. Just cutting grass is pretty satisfying. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or not. But we are almost done cutting this section of the grass. I think we just need like 2 more passes and we should be completely done with this house. All right, we are on the last section and boom, look at that. We are done cutting the front of this house. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Holy moly, guacamole. Look at the edges on this thing. It is super crispy. Ooh, should I cut that section right there? I don't know if I should cut this section right here. I think I should maybe just like trim it from the side. All right, you know what? I'm gonna quickly do that. I'm gonna go above and beyond of my work and I'm gonna cut the sides. Let me actually start from this side right here. I feel like that would be a little bit more easier. All right, let me turn on the mower. It should be on now, and then let's cut this section and boom, look at that. It is looking crispy. All right, so we got that house pretty much done. They're gonna send me the money in a few minutes, but for now we're gonna continue with this house right here. This one looks a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah, I think it is a bit bigger in the front yard. So enough of the yap, let's get to work. I'm gonna turn this thing on. And is my mower on? Oh no, it's not. There we go. Let me turn this thing on and then we should start cutting the grass on this side, and then we're gonna move and cut the other side as well. But let me, oh, I think there's a giant rock right here, and then let me make a turn and boom. This is actually my first time cutting grass, so hopefully I am doing a good job, and I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty nice. We do not want HOA to come and start screaming at the owners. So let me cut this section and then let's turn right here and we're almost done. I feel like it's a little bit crooked. I might have to fix it just a tad bit. So let me cut it from this side and then, okay, there we go. Hold on, I think I missed a piece right here. So let's get that off. Let's get it off. There we go. Look at that. We got this thing all squared up. Dude, I better get paid a lot of money. If not, I'm never gonna come back to these houses. But let's see, what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 1 p.m. Let's go. Let's get this thing loaded back on the back of the trailer. So let me do this just like so. Oop, and let me close this. All right, we got 2 more properties to go and then I think we should be finished for the day. Let me just turn off my emergency lights, and the house that we gotta go cut should be passing the police station. I think that's where it's gonna be. Let's quickly check on our map. And okay, so it looks like it is going to be over there. I'm gonna kind of step on it because I want to get there on time. I don't want that homeowner to get mad at me. So let's put on the blinkers and let's make a left turn right here. So I think this is going to be the main road that we have to take. Let me just quickly check, make sure there is no cars coming. And so far we've been paid over $300 plus tips, which is pretty good. We're actually very good on track to making the $500 we need for this special attachment. So we are here at the next property. I guess this is going to be our 3rd property. So let's pull over kind of into their driveway. Hopefully they do not get mad. I'm gonna put on the emergency lights and let's get this thing unloaded. And look at this. We got a lot of grass to cut. So I'm gonna hop in and let's get this thing cutting. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of grass. But look at that. We can now see the path for their main board because that thing was covered with grass. It was very bad. A good thing they called me because we can now cut and mow their lawn. So we gotta cut this section right here and we're gonna do a couple more of passes so we can get rid of all of this grass. They have a lot. Let me turn on the lights because I cannot see under here. It is super dark and I do not want to miss any section because I don't want the homeowners to get mad. All right, so we're gonna cut this section right here. Let's let's trim the edges, make them sharp like brand new. We just need one more pass, and I think we should be pretty much finished with this house right here. All right, so we are done with that side of the house. I don't know if I should trim the edges. Should I trim the edges? You know what, let's do that. I'm gonna be nice. I want a tip, so let's trim the edges so they can look very sharp and new, like so. And let me just turn off the mower and let's take a look on how this thing is looking. Look at that. Alrighty, everyone, I think we are now done with this job, so let's get out of here. We got one more that we gotta go to. This house only paid me $100, so our total budget should be about, let's see, $400. Oh my goodness, you guys, we are so close to hitting our $500 mark. But let's go and make our way to the last job, which is actually going to be right here. We are going to be cutting the grass for the police station. Yep, this is going to be quite a job. So let me pull over right here. Let me turn off the engine, and I'm going to keep the emergency lights on. So let's get this thing unloaded, and you guys know the drill. We're going to cut the entire front lawn of the police station. So let's begin on the other side because it is a little bit smaller, so it's going to be a little bit more easier. So let me get the mower back on and let's start cutting the grass. Look at that, it's already looking 10 times sharper than it used to look. But oh my goodness, this is so satisfying. We can finally remove all this overgrown grass. Dude, this police station is gonna look so much better. So every time when someone passes, they're gonna see how nice it looks. But oh my goodness, I almost missed a spot right here. Let me get that removed. But we are still good on time. Surprisingly, I thought these jobs were gonna take a little bit longer, but thankfully they have not. We've been crushing these jobs, but we're almost done with this section right here. I think we gotta do one more pass and we should be good. Look at that, we are done with this side, and now we gotta do this gigantic section of the office. So I think I'm gonna do a quick time lapse. So in 3, 2, and 1. And would you take a look at that? We are now done with cutting the grass at the police station. Dude, this actually took a solid minute because I had to go under this tree and the brushes kept hitting my face. So hopefully I am not allergic, because if not, then you guys might see me in the hospital later today. But let's make our way back so we can start making our way back home. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention that job ended up paying us $300, which means we are now at $700. We ended up crushing our goal, and we're gonna have enough money so we can buy some gas and some food for the rest of the week. So it's good to know I'm gonna survive. But let's make a left turn right here, and we are now back home. Home sweet home. Dude, I missed home so much. Even though my home is quite small, it is fairly small. Well, I guess very small. You know, it's still something. I'd rather live in here than be homeless. But yeah, things could be a little bit worse, but it's only up from here. But if you guys did enjoy this first episode, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys onto the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. It's the second day of becoming rich, and it looks like it's going to be another beautiful day, and we've got a lot of work to do because in the last video, which was yesterday, we managed to make our first $700 by cutting some grass with my friend's lawnmower, which I think he took it to work. I don't see it anywhere. So we still have our rusty old bucket right here. I cannot wait to upgrade this thing, but sadly, maybe in the next video we are gonna have enough money. But if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So in today's agenda is that we're gonna make our way to the trailer store because we have enough money to buy a trailer. We're gonna use all of our money to buy a trailer. Initially, I was going to buy an attachment. I think it's called like a fifth wheel attachment where you can connect like bigger semi trailers on top of like pickup trucks. But the thing is that this truck is pretty much almost done, and putting so much strain onto the engine is probably gonna break it within like an hour. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait till I buy a newer truck and then get that attachment. But for now, we're gonna buy this trailer because we're gonna be doing some super heavy jobs, and we're gonna be helping out a company. I think it's called APM seed, and we're gonna be helping them transport some of their pallets of seed. So we are here at the trailer store. Let me get this thing parked right around here. I'm gonna turn it off, and let's quickly check out the trailers and see which one we are going to buy today. So we have this huge one, which is kind of out of my budget. This one's over 10 grand. Yeah, this is over my budget. What the heck? Look at this, dude. This is $9 not gonna be useful at all. This one's about like 300 bucks because it is used. It is pretty worn, but I'm not gonna be cutting grass. I am done with that. But next up we have this trailer right here. This is, oh my goodness, this is also very expensive. It is out of my budget. It is currently over $10,000, which I do not have right now. But look at this. We have this pretty large trailer, or I guess it's a pretty fair in size to say the least. And although it is used, we can actually buy it for $700, which does mean we have to spend all of our money, but that is fine. It's going to pay off in today's episode. Our goal is to make $3,000. So let me get back in the truck and let's get this trailer connected to the rear of this pickup. So let me carefully do this just like so, and boom, we are now connected. Let's make our way to the company so we can start picking up some pallets and get this job done. But my wallet is completely empty. We are now back at $0, but trust me, each pallet we deliver is going to be $500. So the goal is to make $3,000, which I don't think is going to be too much of an issue in today's video. So let's make a left turn on this dirt road because I think the company should be right down here. Let me just quickly check my map just to make sure I am going the right way. And yeah, we're going the right way. Awesome. Let's see, where is this company? Is it this one? No. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's gonna be this one, APM Seed. I think this is gonna be the company that we are going to be kind of like contracting for, if that makes any sense. But here is the warehouse. Let's pull this thing over, turn it off, and let's open up the door and let's see what kind of pallets we're gonna be able to take. Hopefully the pallets do not fall off my trailer because this thing is pretty open. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Look, 5, 1,000, 1,000. Dude, we can actually make $3,000. We have the perfect amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can actually make 4,000. Awesome. I think I'm gonna try to go for 3,000 because I don't know how much daylight we have, but let me actually hop in the forklift. Let me get this thing turned on and let's start loading up the trailer with these pallets. So let me get the first one connected. Wait a minute, hold on, let me lower the forks. There we go. Let's raise them a bit and let's get them loaded. Honestly, I should probably back the trailer into the warehouse because it's gonna be way easier, but this works fine as well. So let's raise this and let me carefully load the first pallet into here. Oh, I think this is gonna fit. Unload. Look at that, we got our first pallet. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's get our second pallet. Let me just lower my forks and let me carefully align myself so we can carefully grab this pallet and not break it. Let's get it loaded right next to this one right here. I'm gonna have to raise this a little bit more and let me quickly unload this. There we go. Uh-oh, hopefully that does not fall. I think that's gonna fall. That is going to 100% fall. But let me try to get one more pallet loaded up onto the trailer. But here we have our third pallet. Let's see how this is gonna work. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of afraid that these pallets are gonna end up falling. I'm really hoping they don't, but let me put this one right here. All right, and let's make our way to the farm so we can get these first 3 pallets delivered. So let me carefully leave the forklift parked right here and we will be right back. But let me turn on this bad boy and let's turn around. Good thing the farm is not too far away. Actually, it's probably like 5 minutes away, but we still got those pallets on. I'm gonna drive super slow because I do not want any of these pallets to fall. So yeah, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna take my sweet time. But if we do the math, then we have 500, 500, 500. We have about $1,500 right here, which is not bad at all. So let's make our turn right here. We're gonna make some good progress. I can just tell. All right, let's make a right turn onto this road just like so. And let's see, where should we drop these off? I'm not sure where I should drop them off. I think I should just leave them like right here. Yeah, I think I should do that. Hold on, let me throw this in park before I get out again. And oh, look, there's a forklift right here. All right, let's turn it on and let's get these pallets off the trailer. So I'm gonna see how I can wait, is there a ramps right here? Let me see. I want to see if there's ramps. Oh, there is, but I don't know if my forklift is gonna fit here. Let's see. Oh, look at that, it does work. All right, so let's load up the first pallet. Oh, hold on, I think I need to raise it a little bit. All right, let's load up the first pallet right here and then we're gonna get back on the trailer, get the second one delivered. Oh, what's going on, you guys? So my pallet kind of glitched and it is now under the trailer, so I'm gonna have to move up a little bit so we can remove that thing. All right, honestly it does work in a little bit in my favor because now it's gonna be easier to pick this thing up. So let me raise the forks and boom, let's put it right next to this one right here so it can have a little companion. But we are on the last one of the pallets on this trailer, so let me get this one unloaded and we're gonna place it right next to these 2 right here. So let me click unload and boom, look at that, we got 3 pallets. That means we got paid $1,500 so far. And I'm gonna leave their forklift right here and we're gonna come back because we still gotta do, I think, 1 more or 2 more trips, I'm not sure. But let me hop in, turn this bad boy on, and let's make our way back to the APMC warehouse. Alrighty everyone, we are now back to the APM Seed company. So let's pull into their driveway and honestly I feel like I should just back up because that is going to be easier for for us to load up these pallets onto our trailer. So let me carefully do that, just like so, a little bit more, and boom, I think that is going to be perfect. Let's hop out, get in the forklift, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna start loading up this trailer with all these pallets. So let me grab this one, let me raise the forks, and let's place it right about here. Time to unload this bad boy, and look at that, we got our first pallet onto this thing. All right, let's continue with the second one. Lower the forks, and let's see, I'm gonna try to get 4 on here. I feel like if we get 4 pallets on here, we're gonna save so much time. Oh, I can't see. All right, let's unload it right next to this one. Oh, dude, did it just fall through? No way, it just fell through my trailer. I don't know what just happened. All right, pretend that didn't happen, you guys. Let's place it right here, just like so, and let's grab one more because I don't think we can fit 2 more on here. One of them already glitched and is under the trailer. Let's continue with putting our third one right in the middle, just like so, and we should be pretty much done with this one. We're gonna make probably one more trip and then we should be done. So let's pull this trailer, make sure everything is good, which is seems to be holding up. But I think what really scares me is kind of like that little incline, because there's a chance that these could slip off. But so far I think we're doing good on time. Let me see what time is it. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's already 4 p.m. Dude, we gotta hurry up. I'm gonna have to step on this a little bit more. The property is right here, so let's pull into this farm. I really love this property. It reminds me of the one I used to have. All right, so let me turn on my emergency lights, park it right here, and you guys know the drill. Let's throw down the ramps, get back in the forklift, and let me raise the forks because we gotta get the pallet connected. Come on. Oh, there we go, there we go. Let me unload, and boom, I think we need 2 more pallets. Let's hope that these actually don't glitch. So let me lower these forks just like so, and I'm gonna place it right next to this one right here. So let's do this, let me unload it, and boom. All right, we got one more pallet on this trailer, so let me quickly grab this one, and boom, look at that. I think we're doing really good progress right now. So these two are gonna be 1,000, so 2,000, then 500 plus 500, it's going to be $3,000. We are missing, I think, $500 more, which I think we should be able to accomplish it with the last delivery. So let's make our way back to the APMC warehouse, and I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back to the APMC. So I'm not gonna pull in because the pallet is right there, but we are gonna park right here. Let's hop out, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna hop into our forklift, turn it on. This one's gonna go right here, and while we're at it, we're gonna go and get this last pallet delivered as well. So gonna drop these forks, and boom, we are now pretty much finished with picking up all the pallets from the warehouse, which means we can now park this thing right around here. We're gonna park it, and I should probably lower the forks. I do not want someone's eye to be getting poked out, but boom, park it, engine is off, and let's make our way to the farm so we can get this last delivery finished for today's day. But let's pull out of here. Let's make a turn carefully. Our pallets are still on the trailer, thankfully. As you guys can see, we are here at the last trip that we're gonna be taking, so let's quickly get this job done. I'm gonna quickly reverse this thing, and let me actually turn on the lights, and oh, hold on, I had to quickly open up the ramps. Boom, we got one, and we need one more, you guys, and we're gonna be done with this job. Yo, this job has been pretty exhausting, I'm not gonna lie, but I see an open space right here, so let's drop it off right on this corner next to every single one, and boom, shakalaka. I don't know what that means, but we are now done delivering all the pallets. Look at this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and that is going to be $4,000 in our pockets. So let me actually pull up my ramps, and that is going to give us enough money for tomorrow, and it's going to help us get one step closer to becoming rich in APM, because remember, the goal is to become the richest player in APM, and trust me, I am going to do that. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the house, or I guess my shed, but I'm gonna leave my trailer somewhere around here. I think I'm just gonna park it to the side. I don't think it should be too much of a disturbance, but let's get it disconnected, and we're gonna leave our pickup right next to the tree right there where we got it today. So let me carefully turn into here. I'm gonna reverse because I'm pretty good at this game. I think we are now officially done with today. Look at the sun. Look at the sun, you guys. Don't stare too long. And home sweet home. Yeah, it's not too much of a home. Hopefully tomorrow we can have enough money to buy our own small house or even a brand new car, which I'm not gonna tell you guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to episode 3. So we left off by delivering pallets of seed, and we managed to make over $4,000. Now we're gonna use some of that money to buy a winch, because today we're gonna go and rescue barn find vehicles, fix them up, and sell them. We're gonna make so much money in today's episode. So let's make our way to the mechanic shop, because I kind of want to install a winch so we can get these barn find vehicles towed. But let me quickly quickly connect to my trailer right here. We actually ended up buying this trailer, I believe, in the last episode as well. So we've been making a lot of progress. Now the goal is to transform all of these vehicles back to brand new, fix them up, and then sell them for a profit, because the goal is to buy a brand new truck before the afternoon falls. So let's make our way to the first barn find, which is actually not far from where we actually live. The barn should be right down here. Let's see. I'm gonna try to keep my eyes peeled because I did remember seeing one around here. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's this one. Oh my goodness. That was actually pretty fast, and it's super dark down here. All right, so this is gonna be the first truck that we are going to be towing and fixing up. So let me load up, let me kind of turn around and kind of get as close as possible as I can to the truck, which I think that is going to be good. So, oh wait, hold on. Let me turn this thing off. I do not have that much gas money. So let's do that. Let's unload the ramps just like so. And let's see if this thing turns on. It should, because this thing looks way newer than my truck. Look at this compared to my truck. Yo, this old rinky dinky can. So let me try to see if this thing works. Come on. It's now. Oh, I think it's running. Yeah, I think it's running. Hold on. Yes, let's go. We don't need the tow strap. I know I was supposed to go to the mechanic shop first, but I mean, if it works, then I'm not gonna complain. But let's park it right here. Let me put on the straps, make sure this thing does not fall off the trailer, and let's throw up the ramps. And we are now ready to make our way to the mechanic shop so we can get this truck repaired, sold, and make our first couple $1,000s. I think I'm gonna try to sell this truck for probably like $2,000, but let me turn off my lights. There we go. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's continue with the video. So let's make a right turn right here. I'm kind of not paying attention because I continue to yap, but we managed to make that turn. And oh, look at the water. I kind of want to jump in. I cannot wait for spring break. We're gonna go on the biggest camping trip. That's why I gotta get rich. I gotta make a lot of freaking money. But this money that we're gonna be using after we sell all of these trucks is going to be a huge step to buying us the truck that I actually really want. But let's pull into this garage right here. Let me jump in, and I think the first thing I'm gonna do is install the winch. I don't know. Oh, ouch. I don't know if I should do the winch because I feel like all of the trucks are gonna work, because these things are bulletproof. I'm not gonna lie, these things are bulletproof. But let's get the truck loaded off. And oh, I kind of forgot to set up the ramps. Oops, my bad. Don't worry, we're gonna fix this right now. So let's quickly fix up this one really fast so we can get it sold, because we still have 2 more cars that we have to fix up. Well, find and then fix up. But I'm thinking about removing the rust, and then should we do like a black, white? Ooh, a white's pretty clean. What about a blue? We should do like a bluish color like this. Look at that. All right, let's add some reflectance to this thing. Oh my goodness, dude, this truck is turning out to look so incredibly good. But let's do that, and boom, we are almost finished. We just gotta fix up the wheels, and honestly, we can add some power. Let's add some power and then another turbocharger. We're gonna make this super fast. And now for the paint. Oh, the wheels gotta go like this. Remove the rust, and we just gotta adjust this, and then we're just gonna add a lot of reflectance just like so. And look at that. Look at the truck. Let's pull it out into the sun, and oh my goodness, you guys, look at this puppy. Holy moly guacamole. Guys, did I cook with this car? Look at this. Holy, oh, wait, can this open? This is sick, dude. I kind of want to keep this, not gonna lie, but we're gonna sell this to the shop. Actually, let me actually go around the building right around here, and we're gonna park it right at the front office because we are going to sell it to them. So I'm gonna quickly run into the store after I get this thing parked up and see how much they're gonna offer me for that beauty. So let's open up this up, and hello, good sir. How much? Okay, yeah, that's good. That's really good. Okay, so he said he's willing to give me 3.2k, which is about like $3,200, which is not a bad deal. But let's go through here. Honestly, I should have just gone through the office. Yeah, I should have just gone through the office. There's a door right there, but let me close this back up. Not bad. $7,200. Let's go, dude. We're making progress. We're making a lot of progress right now. But let me carefully pull it out of here, and we're gonna make our way to the second location now. If we open up our treasure map, it should be right on this property right here. So let's make our way over there, and let's get the second vehicle. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a truck or just a car, but we're gonna get that thing restored and sold. I'm super hyped, dude. Things are starting to come together, and I don't know if I mentioned it, the reason I want to buy this truck is that with this truck I'm gonna be able to buy an attachment called a 5th wheel attachment, and then we can start connecting like huge semi trailers to it, and we can start doing like really expensive jobs that are going to pay us very, very handsomely. But let's make a left turn right here, and we have the property right up ahead. Look at this. This is pretty sick, you guys. So let's pull in, and where is this truck? Where is this vintage old rusty truck? I know I should not be talking about a rusty truck because look at mine. But yeah, I don't see it. I think it might be right here. No, is it in here? No, this barn is completely empty. That's odd. Wait, what is that? Is that? Oh my goodness, I think we found it. Dude, this thing is super hitting. Holy moly, and it's super beat up. So let me hop in the truck and let's get this thing started. I'm actually actually very surprised this thing works, because it's supposed to be old and rusty. How is this thing working? I mean, it just proves my point on what I said, that these trucks are bulletproof. They will run forever. But let me put up the ramps before we get it loaded up on the trailer. Turn this bad boy on, and let's carefully do this. Oh, kind of stuck right there, and boom, look at that. Uh-oh, I'm kind of a little bit to the side. Hopefully we do not fall. Yeah, this thing is super wide, but let me put up the straps, connect it down onto the trailer, and boom, look at that. Yo, this truck is pretty large. Look, it barely fits on this thing. But let's turn on this bad boy, and let's see if we can make it back to the mechanic shop, because this is quite the load, and I'm gonna be pushing and straining my engine. So let's hope that this does not break down. Alrighty, everyone, we are back on the main road. Let me just make sure the road is clear so we can make a turn right here. And I actually haven't checked the time, and oh my goodness, it's already 3 p.m. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Dude, we have like 2 to 3 hours of daylight time. Dude, we gotta stop fooling around. Not that we have we? I don't think so. We've been doing these jobs pretty fast, and I think to make this a little bit more easier, I'm gonna turn around and back into this thing. So let me carefully do this, back into the garage. And oh yeah, I gotta open it, bruh. I gotta open this thing, you guys. Open that. Let's just get this thing off. Meanwhile, it's right here. Hopefully this thing does not roll off, because my truck is currently not parked. But let me turn that thing on, and boom, we are in the mechanic shop. Let's get this thing restored. You guys know the drill. We're gonna remove the paint. Let's see. Well, not the paint, the rust. That's what I meant. And then we're gonna do, oh, we can do like a little like velvet color. Oh yeah, we're cooking, you guys. Let me actually add some reflectance. Holy moly. Now let's do the wheels, remove rust, add reflectance. Look at this. Oh, I forgot. Let's add 25% extra power and another turbocharger, and that is going to be it for this truck right here. So let's take it to the front with these guys and see how much we can get for this beauty right here. Look at this. So let's get this thing parked right next to this blue one right here. I don't know if it's gonna fit in the parking lot. Is this gonna fit in the parking lot? Okay, I think that is going to be good. Let me just turn this off, and boom, we actually managed to park in and fit in the parking lot. Not bad. Let's see how much we can get for this beauty right here. It is kind of like an older model than this one, so we're probably gonna get less money, but let's see how much we get. Hello, good sir, how much would you give me for that beauty right there? 2,000. Sure. All right, so it looks like we just got 2,000 bucks from that trick right there, which is pretty nice. It's not bad for sure, but let's get out of here. We're gonna go to the office right there, and that is going to bring us to, how much are we at right now? I'm not sure, but there should be a counter right at the top right corner, so you guys should know how much we are up by now. But based on the math I have done in my head, I believe we should be at $9,200, which we are so close to hitting over $10,000, which is gonna be over my budget, which is a good thing, honestly, because that just means we can spend more money on the business and get rich faster. But let's go through this intersection right here, because we have the last job right down this side of the town, and we only have 1 hour. Let's go, let's go. I have to step on it. We have 1 hour of daylights. All right, intersection. Let's make a fast turn. There we go. Come on, step on this faster. Yo, listen, I'm stepping on the gas all the way down, and this thing does not want to move. So let's make a right turn, and we are here on the property. Let's see where this old rusty bucket is so we can restore it and make some more money. But I think it's gonna be that one right there under kind of that little what is that, like a little tent? I don't know what that thing is called, but let me jump out, turn that off, and 360. Oh, I seriously left the ramps on. Oh my goodness, no wonder I was driving so slow. But let me see if this thing turns on. Come on, come on. It's not turning on. All right, what if we do this, step on the gas and turn on? Yes, that worked. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, let's get this thing loaded up on the trailer. I gotta make sure I am aligned. Oh, I was super crooked, but now we are on the trailer. Turn this thing off, and let's put on the straps, pull up the ramps. All right, make sure everything is safe and secure. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's make our way back to the mechanic shop. Let's see where the sun is now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this thing does not have any mercy for us. But let's make a left turn right here, like so. And we get to go on this little downhill. Whee! Oh wait, we have an intersection. We have an intersection. Brake, 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 brake. Oh my goodness. Dude, that would could have been so bad, because the police station is right down there. I could have got a ticket. That would have been easily like a $500 or $1,000 fine. Alright, so we have the mechanic shop right around the corner. And is this seriously gonna start raining right now? Are you serious right now? Alright, let me turn on the lights, because it's gonna start raining right now. I did not expect it to start raining today. I checked my weather app and it didn't say it was gonna rain today. But let's open this up. We're gonna pull all the way in, because it is pouring outside. It is pouring, but let's go in here. Oh, I forgot to close that side of the mechanic shop. Whoops. And let's get this thing unloaded from the ramps. But let me just quickly close this. Boop, pull down the ramps, and let's get this thing restored. All right, let's see, what should we go for? Maybe like a blue? No, but we already did blue. What about like a greenish? Dark green? Oh yeah, we're gonna cook with dark green. Add some reflectance, clean up the wheels, and then once we have done that, we can finally add some reflectance, and boom. Actually, the engine, I forgot the engine. Oops. Add some superchargers and 25% of extra power. And look look at this beauty right here. This thing is looking gorgeous. Well, let's get this thing to the front of the mechanic shop and let's see how much they can offer us for these cars. I guess this truck specifically. So let's go inside. I'm kind of getting wet because it's super pouring outside right now. Hopefully it does not start snowing. But let's talk to Mr. Sir and see how much he can give us for that beauty right there. Let's see how much. 25. Okay, that's pretty solid. All right, so he said he's willing to give me 2,500 for this truck right here, which is not bad, but that should bring us to $12,700. Correct me if I'm wrong. If not, then the correct number should be right here, but we are over $11,000 for sure. But let's get out of here. Let's go back in our truck and let's make our way to the dealership so we can buy this truck. Alrighty, everyone, we are at the dealership. We're gonna go and see our brand new truck that we have just bought. It's kind of like used. It does have like 50 or 60,000 miles, which is, I mean, it's not bad. We're gonna get rid of this and we're gonna sell this thing for like 800 bucks. Nothing too crazy. But if we go inside, this is going to be our brand new truck that we managed to pick up for $11,000. Look at this beauty. This thing is fully loaded. It used to be someone else's work truck, so it's kind of beat, but dude, it's definitely an upgrade. But let's get into this thing. Let's see how this beauty runs. Let me turn it on. All right, before we do head out, let me just turn on my headlights. There we go. Oh my goodness, look at these lights right here at the top. Look, this thing runs like a beauty. Yo, this is fast. Look at this. I step on it. Holy moly, dude, this is such an upgrade. Let's go. Dude, I am so hyped and happy that we managed to buy this truck. But let's quickly make our way to the shop because we are going to install the fifth wheel attachment onto this thing. So let's get this opened up. Dude, it is pouring outside. And let's get this thing installed. So we're gonna remove this one and attach the fifth wheel attachment. Look at that. And that means we can now do bigger jobs that will pay us double. But if you guys are excited, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. What everyone, welcome back to another episode of Going From Rags to Riches. Right now we currently have like $1,000. I'm not sure how much we exactly have in our pocket because some of it is in my bank account, but total quantity should be on the top right corner. But today we're gonna be using our brand new truck that we bought in the last video to work, and we're gonna be doing some huge jobs. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it because we do not have too much time today. I don't know how much time each job is going to take, and I don't want to be taking too long for each one of them. So let's start making our way to the first job, which is gonna be, I think it's gonna be located at the gas station. So let me quickly check my map, and yeah, okay, so this is gonna be the place we gotta head to right now. So each of these jobs should be paying me over $5,000. So this is definitely going to be an upgrade of a job, and we're gonna be making quite the money. But we got our fifth wheel attached to our pickup. We also did that in the last video. So I'm gonna get this thing parked. I'm gonna open up my tailgate. Let me open that, and let's see if we can connect this thing to this gigantic trailer filled with lumber. Let's see if we can do this on the first try. And oh, there we go. It's connected. No way, dude, this is a really tight fit. Oh my goodness. Hopefully my truck can handle it, but it looks like it is. It's not having too much of a strain on my engine. Dude, I can still speed. All right, never mind. This is actually pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. But we only have 6 hours to accomplish this job because the sun, it's already 9 p.m. So yeah, we have about like 5 hours now to accomplish this because that is the time limit that these people want me to deliver their stuff. So let's begin with the first one. And this trailer is gonna go to the lumber store or the warehouse. I don't know what it's exactly called, but I do know it's literally down the road and gonna be located right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but we're gonna go to that building right now. That's gonna be the first stop we're gonna be making, and then once we are finished with this job, we're gonna be delivering some hay. So all of these jobs are brand new to me because I've actually never done them. You guys know I literally come from poverty. I come from $0, but we've been making more money and more money with every single episode. So I hope you guys have been catching up with all of them. But it looks like we are now back in the city. Let me actually turn on my blinkers because we're gonna make a left turn in this intersection. And okay, the road is clear, so let's make this turn right here, and then we're gonna make a right turn right into this road right here. And it looks like our lumber is still intact, which is a good sign. And oh, it says APM. Yeah, I don't know what this building really is. It looks really huge, but let's go in here. We're gonna get this thing dropped off. I'm gonna park this thing right here just like so, and let me just make sure everything. Oh, whoa, can I go up there? Look at that. There's like a little space up there. Oh, that looks pretty sick. All right, so let me see if anyone's home. Hello. Okay, so it looks like they are currently closed. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna disconnect the trailer, and then I'm gonna move my truck out of the way so then we can close up our tailgate. And look at that, our first job is now successful. Let's see how much we are up now. We should be up now by like $6,000, which is a lot of money just for that little delivery. So let's make our way to the second spot, which is gonna be you guys, where is it? Oh, I think it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be more of a rescue because this guy's truck ended up breaking down while doing this delivery. He must must have been driving a Ford. Wait a minute, is this a Ford as well? Bruh. Alright, so let's make our way over there. There is so many trees, I swear. On my mama, they always add more trees. Every time when I play this game, I just see more and more trees. But we gotta make a left turn on this intersection, and it's clear, so let's make this turn. But we have been putting this fifth wheel attachment to work. I think the next upgrade is gonna try to get a semi. I think that might be the next mission, is to get a semi so we can start getting paid even more money. But I do not see where this truck is. Yeah, I don't know where this truck is at all. But so far we're still doing good on time. It's been like 2 hours. It's about to be 11 a.m. and oh my goodness, we just found it. No way, we just found it. Let me turn on my emergency light on. Look at this. This thing is smoking. We're gonna pull right in front of here. So I'm gonna pull right here, and oh my goodness, what is this? A GMC? It's probably a GMC. So I'm gonna get this thing disconnected from the trailer. So disconnect that, and let's get this truck out of the way. I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm just gonna roll it because the engine is not working. But there we go. We got that thing rolling down in neutral, and let's kick up the tailgate. And we gotta get this thing connected. So let me jump in my beautiful and powerful truck, and let's get this thing connected. So oh wait, I gotta open up my tailgate. I gotta do that before I damage my truck. So let me open up my tailgate, and let's quickly connect this just like so, and we are now connected. Let's go. All right, I just gotta close up my tailgate because it's kind of like a little pet peeve when this thing is open. So let's open, well, not open, let's kick this up and then let's get out of here. So let me turn off my emergency lights because it's no longer an emergency. Hopefully that guy can get a tow truck and get it out of the way before the night falls, because if someone comes at night and drives and doesn't see that truck, they're gonna end up wrecking that thing. So yeah, it's not gonna be a good and beautiful sight. So let's step on it. And I really love the interior of this thing. It looks so nice. And oh my goodness, I'm gonna crash. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no, 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 my hay bales. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Some of these hay bales fell into the water. Where are they? All right, so let me quickly push these hay bales back in the trailer, and there you go. They're back on. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. All right, let me turn this on, and we are now out of that freaking pond. And oh my goodness, you guys, that was really bad. Dude, do not drive distracted because that's what happens. But let's get this thing delivered at the second spot. It's actually probably gonna be right near the building where we just went right now. So let's make our way over there and get these hay bales delivered because the sun is going up pretty fast. It looks like it's already 1 p.m. Oh my goodness, you guys, we got like 4 or 5 hours of daylight time. So let's step on it. Let's see if we can hit 100. 97, 98. Come on, we'll hit 100. Let's go. We hit 100 miles per hour. Yeah, don't speed, you guys. But let's make a left turn right here on this intersection, just like so. And we're gonna get this thing unloaded right next to these hay bales right here. So let's make a turn right here. We're gonna pull it into the grass, and we're gonna get this thing parked right next to these hay bales. So I think that is gonna be actually, you know what, let me just adjust myself and make sure I am straight. All right, I think that is gonna be good. So let me get this thing parked up, hold down the trailer, I mean the tailgate, oh my goodness, and then disconnect this bad boy. All right, let's get this truck out of the way, just like so. And before we actually head to our last location, we gotta kick up the tailgate. So oh no, my truck is not parked. Oh wait, it was. Why was it moving then? But let's get out of here. Let's make our way to the last location. It's gonna be at a farm, I think right down the left side of town. And so far we got paid over $4,000 for that job right there. So we should be up by, I think, over like $10,000. Like I said, the counter should be right on the top right corner. I'm not sure how much it's currently at. You guys know how much money we got in our bank account. But let's step on it. Let's make our way to the last location because we're gonna be picking up cows. Yep, you guys heard me right. We are gonna be picking up cows. I am super excited that we're gonna be picking up my siblings. So let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And ooh, dude, they just added these trees. I swear on my mama, they just added these trees. Looks nice though. But where is it? Oh, look at that. There's a cow right there. We gotta say hi to the cow. But before we do, we're gonna hop out. And oh wait, hold on. Open up the tailgate. And then, oh, hi, Mr. Cows. No way, we're gonna take these. Look at that. That thing is completely filled with cows. Okay, you know what? Let me go say hi to them. I gotta go say hi to them. But I don't want them to escape, so let's close that back. And oh my goodness, hi, Mr. Cow. Hi, Mr. Cow. What are you drinking, bro? That water is dirty. All right, never mind. I'm out of here. All right, let's kick up our tailgate. Oh wait, no. Dude, what am I doing? I gotta have that open. And then we're gonna back up and we're gonna try to get this thing connected to our pickup. So let's see if this thing, oh, that was actually fast. That was really fast. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go and get these cows delivered. And this job is actually gonna pay me $9,000. So yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money out of this job right here. But I think the location that I think the place that we're gonna go right now is not too far. I think it's literally right down the road. So this is gonna be a super easy job right now. So let me check my phone just to make sure that we are going the right way. Okay, so this is gonna be the address. Wait a minute, I live right there. What the heck? It's gonna be right here on this property, bruh. All right, so let's turn right here, and I guess guess we're gonna pull into this property right here and get these cows delivered. I did not know they were gonna get dropped off right here, but let's pull in and I'm gonna get this thing turned around. So I'm probably gonna turn right here and then I'm gonna start backing these cows up into kind of the little farm we got going on right here. So let me carefully do this. Back this up, back this up, back this up. And are we close? No, we are not close at all. Hold on, I gotta open up this gate as well. All right, let's open up the gate. Open sesame. And oh, we are a little bit too much to the right side. Alrighty, let me get back in my truck so we can get this thing adjusted and drop these cows off so we can finish up the day, because right now, what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 4 p.m. We got like less than 2 hours. Alright, so let me quickly adjust myself so we can back into the pen. Am I straight? No, I am so crooked right now. A little bit more and we are docked. So let me hop out and let's open up the gate for these cows. Can I climb this? Oh, I can. Alright, so let me open up this. Alright, cows, come on. You're back with your home. Alright, let's get these cows unloaded from here. And oh my goodness, there's so many cows in here. Holy moly, guacamole. Okay, I think there is a downstairs. How do I go downstairs? Oh, right here? Oh my goodness, how many levels is there? There are so many cows. What the heckers? Alright, I think we're almost finished unloading them. So let me go up here and okay, it looks like they are finished unloading from the trailer and they are now back with their family. It's so crazy because I literally live right there. I know, it's kind of sad. Anyways, let me close up this trailer. There we go. And we're gonna go and get this thing delivered back to the owner because we are done with this job right now. So let me hop in, turn this bad boy on, and let's get out of here so we can finally be finished with this day. So let me get this thing turned around and let's get it back into that little parking spot where we found it. So back it up, back it up. I'm gonna try not to hit it. And okay, don't hit it, don't hit it. I don't want the owners to get mad that I damaged it. So let me make sure I am not too close or I'm hitting it. And oh, look at that, perfect. Oh, I am goated at this game. All right, I think it's time to disconnect the trailer and time to get back in my pickup truck. But before we do head out, let me actually close up this tailgate and then we can move forward with our journey. Well, I guess we're finished with this journey, today's journey, because of all the work. Get it? Okay, never mind. Let's go. So it looks like we are back on the main road. Let me just turn on my blinkers and let's pull out of here so we can get into our own property. Well, it's not my property, but you know, I rent, so I guess it's part of my property since I am paying. Anyways, we're back home, you guys. We are back home. So let me get this thing turned around and parked right under my parking spot. And I cannot wait until we can buy a home for ourselves. But so far we managed to make over what, $20,000? I think we should be above our $20,000 budget, but that just means we're gonna be able to buy a surprise in the next episode so we can continue with our rags to riches journey and we can become the richest player in APM. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches, and now we're gonna try to be working for a company called FedEx. I just ended up landing a job with them and they want to hire me because they've been seeing the jobs I've been doing and they can trust me with, I guess, driving one of their semis. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe and let's get into it. So we have a big day today. We're gonna be working for FedEx. We're gonna be making a lot of money. Like, you guys have no idea how much this job is going to pay me because it is pretty huge. So let me get in my truck and let's make our way to the gas station because there's gonna be a semi parked over there that we can pick up and then head over to, I think, the tool store because we gotta get some ramps so we can load up the special equipment that we are going to be delivering. So let's make our way over there. And oh my goodness, I realized that I still have my fifth wheel attachment still on the back of the bed. Oh my goodness. And by the way, look at my face. What is wrong with my face? There was a brand new update in Roblox and now they removed my happy face. Now I look super serious. I do not like this at all. But let me get back in the truck. I always get distracted and I start to yap a lot, but the good thing is that the gas station, it's not too far away. It's like literally like a minute down from where we actually live right now. And oh, I think it's gonna be right there. I see it in the distance. All right, so I'm gonna get my truck parked right, I think I'm gonna park it right here. Yeah, I think we should park it right here. We're gonna leave it parked right there and let's get into this semi right here. So we're gonna be working for FedEx. I've actually never worked for FedEx. I have worked for Amazon and for, wait, what was the other company? Oh, I think U-Haul. I used to work for them, but they were like small jobs, so I don't know if that actually counts. But let me turn on this semi and let me turn on the beacons as well. All right, let me make a left turn right here and we're gonna go all the way around this building right here, the liquor store, and we're gonna get out of here. So let me carefully do that. Make sure I do not hit the side of the semi, or I guess the trailer thingy. So let's get out of here. Let me make sure the road is clear, which it looks like it is. So let's pull out of here and we're gonna make our way to the first building, which is gonna be, actually, you know what, I said the tool store. Yeah, we're gonna try to make our our way to the tool store so we can get some ramps so we can put them in the back and load up our special equipment. But what time is it? We don't have too much time. They want this job done within the next 3 hours, and it looks like an hour has already passed. So yeah, time flies in this game. But it looks like we are now in the main city. It looks so amazing, dude. I cannot get over how beautiful this map looks, especially that everything looks so green now. But I see the tool store right here, so let me kind of widen myself and make a gigantic right turn right here. And oh, do not take the stop sign. Do not take the stop sign. Okay, that was pretty close. So I'm gonna light up my emergency lights on because I'm gonna quickly park right here on the side of the road because I gotta run to the store. Let's quickly run to the store super fast because we gotta get these ramps so we can load up our special equipment, and hopefully this job will give us some more money because I really want to buy some farming equipment and start making that big money, that really big money, or maybe even buy our first property. But we're here, we don't want to get too distracted. Let's see, where are the ramps? Oh, you know what, I think these were the ramps, so I think I'm gonna grab these. And oh, they are so heavy. Let me squeeze through here. They are so heavy. All right, let me close this. Oh Lord, someone help me. All right, let me go and run into the semi. I'm gonna put the ramps in my back pocket. Don't ask how big my pockets are. So let me get in, and I think I'm gonna turn right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn right here. So let me quickly turn right here, just like so. I don't think anyone's gonna see us. I'm not sure if we were supposed to do this. And oh, whoa, I almost ended up crashing into the grass. All right, let me make a left turn right here, and we're gonna start making our way to the warehouse where these equipment that I've been talking about is gonna be located. We're gonna pick them up and we're gonna get delivered to a warehouse, or I guess like a wooden barn that is located on the opposite side of town. So let's pull into this dirt road right here. Let me carefully do so. And oh, I think we might have to take the stop sign. And okay, it looks like the stop sign is gonna be safe for another day. I might have destroyed it in the last video, but anyways, we have the warehouse right here. I'm gonna need to back up. Yeah, I seriously need to back up into this warehouse right here. So I think I'm gonna pull in right here and then use all of my skills to carefully back into this warehouse. So let me carefully do this. I'm gonna try to, oh, I can't see, the bushes are in my way. Honestly, I think we're doing good. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it right here or I should just back into the garage. Let me think. Okay, so I think it is gonna be able to fit right here. So let me open this and then let me finish backing up, or I could just like open this up. Yeah, let's just do that. That's gonna be easy. I don't want to be wasting too much time because if we take a look at the time and oh my goodness, we have an hour left. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna be delivering these forklifts to the, I think, the wooden barn. It's kind of like a warehouse. So I'm gonna carefully back this thing up right around here, and we're gonna put the ramps, and I actually don't know how I should place them. I think I'm gonna place one right here and then the second one right there. I think that should be good. So let me get back in and let's try to get this thing loaded on the back of this semi. So let me carefully do this, and oh no, I almost fell. Wait, what is wrong? Oh, it is way too close. All right, let me fix the ramps. All right, so let me pick this one up and then we're gonna place this one right here. Ow, it hit my head. All right, I think that should be good. I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna readjust it one more time. But oh, I think we're on. We're on. Let's go. Oh no, I'm gonna fall. All right, hold on. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this in first person. All right, I'm just gonna step on it. Yeah, there we go. That actually ended up working. I just stepped on the gas and this thing was able to get on the back of the trailer. And wait, should I turn off the emergency lights? I think I should. Let me turn off the emergency lights. Boop. I think there we go. We turned off the emergency lights and this thing should be fully strapped onto the trailer. Make sure this thing is not gonna move anywhere. And now it's time to get in the back of this second one right here, and we're gonna load it up on the back of this FedEx. So let me hop in, let me turn on this thing, and let me also turn on the emergency lights so we can get it loaded on the back of this trailer. I always have trouble driving these, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if you guys have trouble driving these things, because every time I move to the left it just goes to one side like that. Oh my goodness, that could have been terrible. Dude, we have like 30 minutes that I have to pick up the pace. All right, I should be now fully adjusted and we should be on the back of the trailer. So I'm gonna leave some space between both of these just in case this one decides to move. So we're gonna park it right. Oh my goodness, I forgot to turn off the emergency lights, bruh. All right, so let me quickly hop in, and there we go. All right, time to, oh, what the heck, how did I just teleport outside? Time to strap this thing all the way down, make sure this thing does not move during transportation location, I think that should be perfect. All right, I think that is gonna be good. I think it is now time to get out of here. So let me pick up the ramps. Let me pick up this ramp and then second ramp, and let's close the doors on this semi. Boom, easy. Oh, I gotta close this as well. All right, let's close up the garage just like so, and let's get out of here. We can now make our way to finally deliver these, because I think we're on our last 20 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Let me just throw these ramps in the back of here. All right, there we go. All right, we can now take off. We can get out of here, and honestly, I don't know if I can make a right turn. We can try, but this is not gonna look good. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no. Okay, let me just step on this thing. All right, that was a little bit too close for comfort, but I think we are still good with the forklifts, which they seem to be. Let me open up my map just to make sure we are gonna go the right location. And okay, so it's gonna be right around here on this side of the map. So we're gonna make a right turn on this stop, make sure the road is clear. All right, and then we can now make this turn. So let me carefully. Oh no, I don't have enough space. I might have to back up just a little tad bit. All right, there you go. It's not the end of the world yet. All right, so let's get back on our lane and let's make our way back into the main city, because we're gonna get these forklifts delivered. What I really want to tell you guys is this job is gonna pay me $20,000. I know, it's insane. Even though it's a very small trip, they're gonna pay me a lot of money for this. Alrighty, so we're almost arriving to our destination, so we just gotta make this right turn right here, and then we're gonna step on the gas, because the building that we're gonna deliver is right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it through all these trees, but let's pull in right here. I'm gonna make a right turn, and we might have to take the mailbox. Are we going to take the mailbox? If not, then that might take. Oh, there goes the mailbox. Whoops. All right, so this is gonna be the building that we are gonna be delivering to. So let me actually straighten myself and kind of started backing up into this building. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. You know what, let me just park this thing right here, turn it off, and let's open up the doors just like so. And then we're gonna open these ones as well. Look at those doors. These are really nice sliding doors, so it's pretty sick. And wait, where are the ramps? Oh, I think I forgot. I put them right here. All right, let me quickly grab the ramps. Let me grab one ramp, and then let me grab the other one. All right, nice. So we have both ramps in our gigantic pockets, and we're gonna put our first ramp on this side and the second one right around here. All right, I think that is going to be perfect. So let me hop in. Let me turn on this machine, and let's get this thing unloaded. Oh, whoa. That was fast. That was really fast. All right, so let's load this one up right on the side over here. We're gonna park it right around here. They can just pick it up and adjust it and fix it and do whatever they want right there. And then I'm gonna jump into the back of the trailer, and we're gonna grab this second one right here. So let me turn this thing on, and we're gonna carefully unload this from the trailer. And oh, whoa, that was pretty scary. All right, so let's park this one right next to the first one. Let me just make sure I am not too close, and I think that is gonna be solid. Yeah, look at that. We got 2 of the forklifts delivered to this property. Not bad. I like it. But let's close this up, because we're gonna get out of here. So wait, how come this thing is not closing? Oh, there we go. I was looking at the wrong door. All right, so let's pick up the ramps, close up our trailer doors, and let's make our way back to the gas station, where we're gonna drop this huge thing off. I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the gas station. I'm gonna get this thing parked up right where we kind of found it. So I think right here is a good spot to leave this thing. So let me just make sure I am in my parking spot correctly. We're gonna turn off the beacon. So I'm gonna turn that thing off and turn off the engine, and boom, we got this thing back delivered. Actually, you know what? Let me also leave these ramps on the back of the semi, because we don't need this anymore. And look at my truck right there, dude. My truck is looking so freaking beautiful. Like, you cannot tell me that this is one of the best looking trucks in the game. But let me turn on this bad boy, and we can now start making our way back home. And we got sent over our big check of $20,000. So I think we should be up a good amount of money. I don't know how much we ended up making in the last video, so the total count should be on the top right corner, and that is probably gonna help us buy a special new toy that you guys are gonna be able to see in the next episode. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, and if you guys also did enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, do all of that stuff, because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode from Rags to Riches. We just got a brand new job, and that is actually gonna be helping the owner of this property with farming. He just told me that I gotta get my own tractor, which I have barely enough to buy, and we're gonna help him farm and make quite the money. He's gonna give me a large percentage of the amount I farm today, or I guess the next 2 weeks, because that's how much I'm gonna be working for him. So let's go buy this brand new tractor, and if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we have our truck right here. Let's get this thing turned on, and let's make our way to this guy's house that he was selling like a used tractor that we can buy so we can use it to crop, I guess not crop, plant our crops. It is definitely seen better days, but it's quite the deal. I'm not gonna lie, it still works. So I think that's what matters, is that it works. And oh my goodness, I think I forgot my trailer. Well, you know what, I think we gotta buy this first. Where is the tractor? All right, so this is the tractor that we're gonna end up buying today. So let me hop out, and ooh, look at this thing. This thing is nice. It's a little bit old, but it looks like brand new. It looks like he washed it right before we came. So I'm gonna send them the money, and we're gonna go and get this trailer so we can get this thing loaded up and brought to our property. I'm so excited to farm. I don't think I've ever done this on this channel, so if you guys are excited as well, make sure to watch till the end. And oh my goodness, that was a huge rock. Holy moly. So this is pretty much the entire plot that we gotta farm today. There is a lot. I am not joking, this is a lot. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish today. I mean, if we finish today before the sunset, dude, that is gonna be a huge W. So let me make a left turn. And where is my trailer? I don't remember where I left my trailer. Oh, I think it's right here. Oh my goodness. So let me carefully get this thing connected, and I think it's now connected, and we can now make our way back so we can buy this tractor. And the reason I'm gonna call him friend, my friend doesn't have his own tractor is because it's in this shop. Can you guys believe that it is in the shop? It ended up breaking down, and I guess he left it during like a huge thunderstorm, and water just got into the engine, and somehow this thing is no longer working. So it's gonna be out of commission for a good while. So oh, hold on, I think I missed the entrance. Let me make a U-turn right here, and let me pull into the property just like so, and let's pull onto this dirt road, and we're gonna load up our tractor right on this trailer. I'm super glad that I bought this trailer in the beginning of one of the episodes. I think it might have been the third episode, but we are now here. I'm gonna get this thing parked up, turn the truck off, and let's haul down the ramp so we can get this thing. Oh my goodness, this is my second time leaving the ramps on. All right, so let me get on this bad boy. You guys know, let me turn on the lights, and let's get this thing loaded on here. Wait a minute, is this gonna fit? Uh-oh, you guys, I don't think this is gonna fit. Oh no, we might have to get another trailer. All right, let's see if this thing fits or not. Little test, and oh no, yes, let's go. It actually fits. Yeah, yo, that is a huge W. All right, so we got this thing strapped down, all safe and secure, and let's get out of here. Let me just pull up the ramps, and let me get back in the truck so we can get this job done as fast as possible, because trust me, when it comes to farming, it takes a while. I'm talking about maybe even days. So I'm gonna try to get this done before the night falls so we can get paid a lot of money. Like, I didn't know my friend makes $400,000 a year, but he said he's willing to give me half of that if I just help him farm. Who's gonna say no to that? I'm gonna say yes. Let's make our way back to the farm so we can get started right now. Let's make a left turn. I'm probably gonna make so much money, and then we're gonna buy our own plot of land so we can farm and then keep 100% of the profits instead only 50%. But we are now back, so let's get this tractor unloaded, and oh, looks like everything is already set up, which is gonna make it easier for me. So let me hop out, let me throw down the ramps. Boop, there we go, and let's get it back into the tractor, and let's get this thing unloaded because we have a lot of work to do. So where is the seeder? Is that, oh, I think this might be the seeder right here. Awesome. So let me carefully get this thing connected just like so, and let's fill this up with seeds because it currently has 0 wheat seeds, and we got stuff to plant. Let me quickly turn around so we can load up this machine right here. Alrighty, everyone, we got this thing back up right next to the pallets, so let's start loading this thing up with seeds. So let's put in the first bag. I don't know how much seeds it's gonna require, so yeah, I might have to do a little time lapse. Alrighty, everyone, it looks like our seeder is now fully to the brim, so let's get this thing started up and let's get farming. I'm so excited, you guys. So let me turn on the lights on this thing, and we're actually going to start on this side of the plot. I don't know how much I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do half or how this is going to work out. So let me back this thing up, and let me get the drill turned on. It looks like it's going on and touchdown, and I think it's now planting seeds. Oh wait, is it planting seeds or not? Oh, it's not. Hold on, I gotta turn on the drill. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm such a noob. All right, so we're gonna do this first section, and look at that, we got a bunch of seeds being planted right now. Look at that, that is freaking sick. I've never done this in APM. I think this is as fast as I can go, 7 miles per hour, maybe 9. I don't know, I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can because it is already 11 a.m. and that just means that we are starting to run out of time. So we're gonna do that. Let me just turn right here. Hold on, this thing does not have a lot of power. All right, so I managed to turn around we're gonna start getting this section, and boom, look at that. We are now like 20. Actually, you know what? We're like 2% done with this. So let's get this side planted. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is gonna be a lot of crops that we are gonna be picking up with a combine. I think it's called a combine. I am not sure. You guys can correct me if I am wrong. All right, we are currently on our third pass. It's starting to look like, oh my goodness, I kind of messed up right there. Holy moly. And I gotta get a little bit closer to this thing. All right, but honestly, I think we're doing a phenomenal job. It is my first time, so you guys can't cut me some slack. Come on, you guys, do not be so mean. And then we're gonna turn right around here and then go back. So far, this is kind of taking a lot longer than I was, because we are not even halfway done. And keep in mind, this is probably one of the smallest plots of farm in APM. But let's continue with planting our wheat. I think I am starting to run out of wheat. Look at this. We're gonna have to go back and reload on the seeder. But let me actually get this side before we run out, just like so. And let me get this section. All right, I think that is gonna be good. So I'm gonna start making my way back to the pallets and get this thing filled up one more time so we can finish half of this slot right here. So let me park this thing right here, and actually, you know what, I gotta turn this thing around. All right, we got this thing backed up. I'm gonna grab all of these seeds and we're gonna start unloading them onto the seeder. So I'll come back when I'm finished with this. And there we go. We are finished with filling it up as much as possible, or at least close to, because we don't actually need that much. We just gotta fill up, I think, like 2 or 3 more rows. Yeah, 3 more rows, and then we should be done with this. Alrighty, we are on the second pass. Look at this. It looks very good right now. Oh, we kind of missed a little spot right here. Let me go back. All right, there we go. And let's continue. After we're done with this side, we're gonna need just one more, and we should be pretty much done with the job. After that, we're probably just gonna harvest it and then call it a day, because if you look at the time, it is already 5 p.m. All right, there we go. And I think that should be it for this side of the plot. It kind of looks a little bit messy, but that is going to be fine. So let me turn off the drill and let me get the drill raised as well. So there we go. We gotta raise that thing all the way to the top, and I think it's gonna be a matter of time until we can actually, you know what, it's gonna be a matter of days until this thing is fully grown, and then we're gonna be able to harvest this. But with the power of editing, all of this will be fully grown. Alrighty, everyone, it looks like the wheat is now finished and we can now harvest it. I think I'm gonna get in the combine or in a harvester. I am not sure what it's exactly called, but we're gonna get into that machine because we are gonna start harvesting all of this wheat. So let me get on top of this, not on the trailer, on this thing. So let me turn this on, and I think I'm sitting on the wrong seat. All right, there we go. We are now connected. We have about less than 2 hours of daylight time. So let's get this thing connected to this attachment so we can harvest the wheat. And oh, I think I missed. Hold on. And okay, there we go. So I don't know which side we should begin on. I think I'm gonna start on this side right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start it right here. So I think we should turn on the combine. We should lower it. How do we lower this thing? Retract? No. Oh, there you go. It's supposed to be feeder. And look at that. We are now harvesting all the wheats that we ended up planting earlier this morning. Look at this. This looks amazing. Oh, look at that. We're starting to fill up. Oh my goodness, you guys. That is a lot. All right, hopefully we do not fill up because we still have a lot more to harvest. But look at this. Oh my goodness. I forgot that my window is kind of tinted. So let's get all of this cut down. Oh, I think I missed a section right here. There we go. And oh my goodness, we are so full. I'm gonna make my way back to those huge machines that you guys can see right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Hold on, let me kind of go to the side. So I'm gonna go towards those machines, dump all of this wheat, and come right back. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. We're gonna continue with harvesting all of our wheat. I just ended up dumping all of the wheat right on those huge bins right there. Look at the time. Oh my goodness, you guys, we have to pick up the pace, and I still haven't finished that side right there. Dude, we are not good on time. We might have to cut it close. I'm nervous, you guys. Imagine if we actually ended up doing the whole thing, dude. We would not have enough time. We would probably end up taking like 2 days. This thing is not full. Oh, never mind. I spoke way too soon. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. I think this is gonna be our second to last run, because once we finish this kind of little section right here, we're gonna come back and finish everything off, and that should be pretty much for the job. So let's finish this up, please, a little bit. Oh no, we're filled up. All right, I think we're on the last run right here. So once we come back, we should be completely finished with this job. Alrighty, we are on the last run. Let's get all of this wheat finally cut and finished and get paid. Come on, please do not fill up. I'm almost done. Please do not fill up. We just need this right here, and then we just need 2 more right here, and we should be done with this job. Come on, please do not not fill up. Please do not fill up. And we are done with this job. Oh my goodness. Let me turn off the auger or the auger. I'm not sure how you say that. And let's make our way back and let's get this thing dropped off. So this is where I drop it off. Let me put this thing in park, turn it off, and let's see. Let me make sure this is working. All right, it's working. Let me turn on the generators. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's so loud. Yeah, this is so freaking loud. And let's check that everything is working inside. Oh wait, I think I need to go to the top. Hold on. Let me see if I can climb this. I'm gonna try to fix this. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. Everything is filled. Awesome, dude. What a big day. And honestly, what a super tiring day as well. But we ended up getting paid $40,000 for that job right there, because it's gonna get sold to these markets and they're gonna make a lot of money from that. So that's my cut right there. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. On the next episode, we're probably gonna get our brand new farm that we can own 100% and start making even more money. So if you guys did enjoy, smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another episode from Rags to Riches. I haven't been updating you guys because I've been working very hard with my buddy over here. I've been working for him for several weeks and months now, and we've been able to accumulate a good amount of money, that's for sure. And with that in mind, we're going to be buying our dream farmhouse in APM, or I guess it's already bought because I already put a down payment to pay the mortgage off, and we're going to move in today. So I hope you guys are excited. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's jump into it. So we have our truck right here, our nice reliable truck right here, and then we have a trailer right here as well that we're gonna be taking because I might have dropped over 6 figures on a brand new truck. Yeah, I know, I'm a little bit insane. So let's go and pick it up right now. Let me hop into this beast right now, and then we're gonna get it connected to the trailer so we can pick up the brand new truck at the dealership. Dude, I've been so happy because I'm at a point where, like, when we started this challenge, I literally had $0. I was pretty much homeless. I was living in that shed right there, but today we're moving out. I'm so excited. So hopefully this is not too much of an emotional episode, but let's hop in. And then once we have picked up our brand new truck, we're gonna go to our brand new farmhouse, and I'm gonna give you guys a whole tour of the property and the farm that is included with this place. So I'm very excited, and I think we might also go and pick up a seeder because I just hired staff, people that could help me with the farm and agriculture and all that stuff. I'm gonna be paying them on a payroll. So yeah, we're making big moves. I'm pretty much rich, you guys. I can pretty much buy anything I want. But here we are in the city, and as you guys can see, the dealership is right there in the distance. So let's pull into this road right here, and let's take a look at this brand new truck that I just dropped over 6 figures. You know what would have been funny? If I almost spent more money on this truck than down payment on the house. But let's get this thing parked like this, and let's take a look at this brand new fancy schmancy truck. So in 3, 2, oh my goodness, no way, that is my truck. That is my freaking truck. Look, you guys, hard work does pay off. Oh my goodness, look at the grill on this thing. It is so shiny. I can see my face. Wait, am I smiling? Oh no, I'm not smiling. But trust me, you guys, I am very happy. Look at this. It's got mud flaps. Wait, let's open this up. Oh my goodness, look at the head rack. It's got the American flag. I love America. All right, let me close this. Let me actually go around and test this brand new truck. Oh my goodness, dude, you cannot feel anything. It rides like a cloud. All right, so let's pull over here and look at the blinkers on this thing. It looks so good as well. Hold on, let me show you guys one more time. I don't think you guys were able to see, but we have a stop sign right here. Let me turn on the blinkers. Look at that. Look at that. Yo, that looks so nice. I think these are LEDs. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but I think these are LEDs. But look at this. But after working so hard, we managed to achieve and get our dream truck, dude. This is a dream come true. But let's head back because we're gonna get this loaded up on the trailer. So let's get out of here. Let's make a right turn on this intersection. Let me make sure the road is clear. All right, nice. Honestly, you guys, I thought it was gonna take more episodes for me to go from being poor to rich, but hey, I am not complaining. But let me back this thing up. I'm gonna pull down the ramps on this trailer just like so. And wait, is this gonna fit? I don't know if that's gonna fit on here. I feel like this is way too big. I mean, there's one way to find out. Let's load her up. Oh, hold on, I messed up. And oh, there we go. Let me just put on the straps. One strap, second strap, third, and the last strap right here. Look at that. The wheel is kind of poking to the side, but that is 100% fine because we can still load her up. Let's pull up the ramps and let's make our way back, I guess, to our brand new home. Let me hop in and let me also check the time. We should have enough time. And oh nope, we do not. We have about 2 hours of daylight time, so we gotta speed this up. We don't have too much time because once the sun goes down, you don't want to be outside. Why? You don't want to find out. But let's step on this thing. Yo, look at my truck. My truck looks so beautiful. I'm probably gonna park this in my front garage or like on my driveway or something like that, so I can just look at it 24/7 from my window. But let's pull into this dirt road right here. And oh, whoa. Imagine I flipped over with my brand new truck. I think that would be a disaster. But let me check my map just to make sure we are going the right way. And yeah, we are. Here's my brand new house. Wait a minute. I think we can see it from here. Oh yeah, it's right there. Nice. Right, hold on. Stop. Oh my goodness. I had to put on my emergency brake. Yo, look at this farm. It is pretty. It's a nice size actually. But let's pull into the driveway. And oh my goodness. Yo, there is a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. I ordered this brand new tractor. That thing is like worth twice what this truck is. But it's going to be worth it because we're going to be making all of that money back with this property and the farmer attached to it. We're going to be making over $500,000 per year, which, you know, I'm going to be loaded with cash. But let's get our brand new truck unloaded from the trailer. Let me carefully do this. Careful. And let's park it right up here. This is such a nice fancy truck. I love this. But let me pull up the ramps. Let's put the trailer somewhere around here. I think I'm going to put the trailer maybe in that little barn over here, the little garage barn. I don't know what the name is. Wait a minute. I don't think it's going to fit there. You know what? Let's just put it right here. I should have just backed up and put it right here. All right, disconnect this. And let me actually give you guys a little tour of the brand new property. From all the jobs you guys watched, this is what we managed to buy. So let's open up the door for this massive warehouse garage thingy. And oh my goodness, look at this. I think this is a harvester. It's a really nice machine. It was super expensive, but I had to get it payment plan. Yeah, but do not worry, I should be able to pay it off. Next up is this tractor right here. It's a really nice tractor. Look at this. It's a really nice 2010. It's gonna get the job done for sure. And then right down here we got the farm. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Let me just go in here in my backyard. Look at that. We have a lot of land. Look at this. All of this acres is my land, so I can, if I really wanted to, I could expand it to that piece of farm right there. Is it going to cost money? Yes. But will I make more money? Yes. But of course, I know you guys really want to check out the house with the 2-story house. Let me give you guys a little quick tour. But when you come inside, you're gonna have a little computer to get your work done. We have a little washer and dryer room. This is oh, hold on, let me open up the door. Our 2-car garage. It's fairly big, I'd say. But let's go back to the house. We've got our living room, and then we have what is this? Oh, we have a Minecraft bed. I'm kidding. It's a really nice room right here, probably for my guests. So if any of my subscribers want to come, you can stay the night right here. But what is this? Oh, this is the bathroom, the guest bathroom. It's fairly nice as well. But let's go upstairs. I know you guys really want to see the kitchen. This is where the magic happens. We make spaghettis, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We make all those chicken dino nuggets. I love chicken nuggets. And then of course we got like a little second part of the living room. It's kind of like a little mini loft, the kitchen table, and then one more Minecraft table. Oh, it's really nice. It's a phenomenal house. I love this. But let's go outside because we are not done with the day. Before the sun does go down, I do want to go pick up a cedar like I said in the beginning of the video, because I have some employees coming in tomorrow and I want them to have everything ready so they can start farming. So I think we gotta head over to the implement store. And now the implement store should be, I actually don't know where it is. Hold on, let me make a left turn and then let me pull over. I actually don't know where it is. I have to check my Google map. Let's see, where is this? Oh, it's right here at the corner of the map. So let's make our way over there. By the way, I spent over like $10,000 on this cedar. I did not know these things were so expensive, but it looks like we're back in the city. Let me actually check my gas. And okay, it looks like we're really good on gas, so I don't need to fill up. And honestly, I do not want to fill up. Gas is super expensive at an all-time high. Yeah, let's not get this political. So where is the implement store? Oh, it's right here. All right, finally we have the implement store right here. And thankfully I do not have my trailer because we don't need it. We can just connect it to, what is this, my hitch, and make our way back to the farmhouse. So let me carefully connect it just like so, and boom, we have our cedar connected. Let me actually turn off my emergency lights and let's start making our way back home. And by the way, what time is it? Oh my goodness, we have like 30 minutes of daylight time. Dude, it is getting dark within an hour. All right, let's pull into the road. I also do need pallets of seed, but I'll get that in the morning, not right now because I'm pretty tired. I've been working all of these days and weeks. I literally have been working non-stop. That's kind of one of the main reasons I've been able to make so much money over the last couple of weeks and months. But let's make a right turn because we are now back at our farmhouse, and I think we're gonna get the cedar loaded right next to the tractor. Oh, where should I park this? Let's park it right next to it, actually. Whoa. That's actually very bad. All right, let me try again. Oh, no. Dude, I'm so bad. All right, 20th time is the charm. Let me actually see if... Oh, no. All right, you know what? I'll be right back. And there you go. Look at that. We have the cedar back next to our tractor. And now we can now park our work truck right next to our brand new truck. Our nice, super fancy, schmancy truck right there. Look at this. What a dream come true. Not only did we get my dream car, but we got this nice working truck. We got our dream house. We got so much stuff that a country boy would ever want. So if you guys did enjoy this series, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be playing Southern Mudding once again because we have a brand new car that was added and I haven't done a video on it until today. Let me actually open this garage because it's going to be in here. Can you guys guess what it is? 3, 2, 1. Yep. If you said off-road mudding truck, then you are correct. Look at this thing. We have a new mud monster into this game. Look at this beauty. I really didn't get to test it to its fullest potential until in today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe and let's get into it. So the first things first is that we gotta go and pick up a trailer so we can get that thing connected and take it to the mechanic shop and get it fully customized and ready to go off-roading. So let's see. I think I'm gonna take my GMC right here. Let me actually just move my Corvette, or actually, what is this? My Camaro. I think this is my Camaro out of the way, and I'm gonna park it right in front of here. Oh, hold on, that's really bad. That's embarrassing. And by the way, look at my brand new off-roading tornado chaser truck. Look at this. This thing is insane. Anyways, let me hop into the truck right here. Let's get this thing turned on and let's make our way to the trailer store because we're gonna get a huge trailer, or at least a trailer long enough so we can grab that monster truck and take it to the mechanic shop because I want to fix it up, add some turbos, superchargers, and change the color on that thing because I am not a fan of the black. I think it's too dark. But anyways, here we are at the trailer store. So let me get this thing connected to my pickup just like so. We are now connected and let's start making our way back to our farmhouse because we also don't have too much time. We only have about 3 hours of daylight time, so we have to be really fast. But anyways, here's my farmhouse. I'm gonna start pulling in and then I'm gonna turn around so we can get this monster truck loaded up on the trailer. So I think that is gonna be good right there. Let me hop out and let's throw down the ramps just like so, and then let's hop into this thing right here. Oh my goodness, what a freaking beast. Let's hope and pray that this thing fits on the trailer. Oh my goodness, I cannot see. Wait a minute, it fits. No way, dude, it fits on here. Yo, that is crazy. I did not think it was gonna fit. All right, let's put up the ramps and let's start making our way to the mechanic shop so we can get this quickly customized, and then we're gonna be able to take it to the swamp because that is actually gonna be the place that we're gonna test this truck out. But here we are back in the city. As you guys can see, the mechanic shop is on the right side, so I think I'm gonna turn this thing around, back up, and drop this monster truck into the garage. Actually, you know what, let me just park on the side. Oh wait, I just remembered there's a back road. Oh, this is easy. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna park it right here and then let's put up the ramps just like so, and let's open the garage. Nice. So let's get into this beast and let's load her into the shop so we can start fixing her, or at least upgrading. Yeah, that's what I mean, upgrading her. So for the color, let's do, oh yeah, that actually looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a white suspension. Ooh, we can make this taller. Oh yeah, now we're talking. And the engine, we're just gonna max it out, 25% extra power, 2 superchargers and 2 turbochargers, and I think that is gonna be it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add any more attachments, and oh, you know what, that looks good. All right, I think that is gonna be it. Let me actually turn this thing on, and oh my goodness, yo, this thing is a brand new machine. Yo, this thing is so fast. I'm barely stepping on the gas and this thing is jumping. But let me get this thing loaded up on the back of this trailer just like so, and let's pull up the ramp and let's close this right here. There we go, we closed that, and now we can make our way to the swamp and test out this monster truck. So let me hop in and then we're gonna make a right turn on this road right here. And honestly, it's not gonna be too much of a far drive. It's probably gonna be like a 2-minute drive if I step on it, which I am gonna do because like I said, we don't have too much time in this video. We have like, what is it? Oh my goodness, we have about 2 hours left. I cannot believe 1 hour just went by so freaking fast, you guys. But we have an intersection right here, so let's make a left turn. And if you guys didn't know, this intersection right here is going to take us to the swamp that they added. It might have been the beginning of last month. So if you guys haven't seen it, then here it is. There's even alligators inside of this swamp. But let me pull over. Let me see. Where should I pull over? I think I'm gonna pull over right around here. I think this should be good right here. So let's put it in park and let's get this bad boy unloaded from here. So let's throw down the ramps and let me jump into this thing. Oh my goodness, this is so huge. All right, we are now off the trailer and I think we should start. You know what? Let's start on this side and then we'll be able to travel across the swamp and then make our way back to the trailer. So here goes nothing. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Oh my goodness, this is so terrifying. Oh, where are the alligators? Oh, there's an alligator right there. Oh my goodness. Yo, this thing is a beast. This thing is not having any trouble. And let's go through here. All right, we saw one alligator so far. It had its mouth open. Oh my goodness, there's another alligator. Holy moly. No. There's an alligator. This is so scary. Let's go on the road. Hold on. Yo, that is crazy. All right, let's go back. I kind of got scared because I saw the alligators. I didn't want it to attack me. So let's go through the back and then we're gonna go by the house and then towards the other road. So okay, this thing is kind of struggling. It is super deep. Dude, this swamp is so deep. But let's go through here just like so. And dude, this is such a rough ride. I am not having fun. Look at this. Actually, I am having fun. I kind of lied. But here we are. I see the road right here. And oh my goodness, you guys, we actually did it. That was actually pretty difficult. So I'm not gonna lie. And look at my tires. Oh, I had my brake on. Never mind. But what an insane joyride, you guys. Alrighty, everyone. I also brought the truck right here. I forgot to test it out on this mudding track as well. So let's give it a nice spin and let's see how this thing performs. So let me hop in and let's start on the right side and then we're gonna make our way all around this entire track. So let's see how fast we can do it. So it looks like we have, oh my goodness, look at this. Yo, that is crazy. We're catching a lot of air. Oh my goodness. Oh no, my truck is getting dirty. Oh no. Just ignore that, by the way. Let me turn off ABS just to see if there's a difference. And let's go through here and then we're gonna make our way back and then we should be finished with this track. And oh my goodness, I missed the logs. I'm sorry. There you go. I went over the logs kind of. Oh my goodness, we just hit the barriers. We're pretty much done. Wait a minute. I think I forgot to do this. Yes, I forgot to do this jump. Hold on. I think we do it from the other side. Hold on. Let's go on the other side and let's do this huge jump right here because that looks insane. So let's turn around right here. Just like so. And then let's go jump on these hills and let's see how crazy we can go in the air. So alright. Oh, that's not too bad. And oh my goodness, holy moly, we almost went forward. Oh my goodness, that could have been so bad. But if you guys take a look right here, there's a huge ramp which we're gonna be doing right now. So if I can get to the top of this, I'm struggling a lot, you guys. Oh no, we're sliding back. I think my tires are too muddy. I need to catch a lot of speed. Alrighty, let's do this one more time. I'm gonna go really fast. Come on. Alright, nice. We made it. That's what we needed. Third time is the charm. But now it's time to go and test the ramp. Oh no, this is scary. This is so scary. Oh no, what the heck? Oh, we landed. Perfect. Yeah, I'm a professional driver, you guys. Oh my goodness, never mind. But look at this. We have a mud pit right here. I kind of want to take it through this mud pit as well. So let's give it a little run and let's see how dirty we get. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Oh my goodness. Yo, we just caught some air. No way. That is crazy. Let me turn off ABS. Dude, I'm getting muddy. I think I'm getting muddy. All right, let's make a turn right here. Yo, that was pretty cinematic. I'm not gonna lie. We're almost done and oh, there's a branch. We just destroyed that branch. I need to get back on the road. Look at my truck. It is so freaking muddy and oh my goodness, look at this. We are so muddy. This is so disgusting. Where's the road? I need to make an emergency exit. Look at this. Look how muddy my truck is. Yo, this is pretty disgusting. I think we might have to take this to the car wash. All right, I think we are pretty much done with having all this fun. I think we have about 30 minutes to make our way back home. So let me get this thing loaded back on the trailer. Alrighty, everyone. I got the monster truck loaded up on the trailer. Somehow it's on there because look at how close it is to the edges. But I'm gonna start making my way to the car wash and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone. We are here at the car wash and I don't know if my monster truck is gonna fit in the car wash, but it doesn't hurt to try. So let's quickly pull down the ramps. Let's get in the monster truck and let's quickly give it a wash. Let's see if this fits. And oh my goodness, you guys, it barely fits. Well, look at this. It barely freaking fits. But let's turn on, where's the pressure washer? All right, let me grab the pressure washer and let's start cleaning this thing on. All right, it's starting to look better. Let me also turn on the one on the ceiling. So let's do that. Dude, oh my goodness, it looks like brand new. Yo, this looks so nice. Let's go. All right, I think we are done. Let me put this back. All right, there we go. And let me hop into this thing and let's take a look at how this thing looks. And oh my goodness, yo, this thing looks brand spanking new. But let me get back in my truck. I just loaded up the monster truck and we're gonna start making our way back home. But honestly, you guys, I had so much fun today because not only did we take this brand new machine to the mechanic shop and upgraded it, we got the monster truck with a brand new paint job and we were able to test it out to its limit at the swamp and at the mud track, or what is it called? I think it's a mud track, right? Anyways, we took it to the mudding spot and took it off-roading. But we are now back home. I'm gonna get my trailer parked right at the edge of my driveway, right around here. Let me just put down the ramps, and honestly I'm just gonna unload it later. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys onto the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video of Southern Muddy, and today we're gonna be going on a huge camping trip with a brand new RV. Well, I guess it's kind of new RV that they added in Southern Mudding today. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. As you guys can see, we also have our brand new Camaro right here. Dude, this thing looks super mean, you guys. And then we also obviously have the brand new okay, now this one's super new. Now this one is used to go and catch tornadoes. It is pretty crazy. We're not going to be using it, but we are going to be using this. So let's open this up right here and let's get into the driver's seat and let's get this thing started because we're going to make our way to the campsite, one of the campsites that they added in this game. So hold on, I gotta back this thing up a little bit and we're gonna make our way to that place right now because I really want to set up camp and spend the night there, because not only does it have tents, but it has a really nice campsite with campfire and I think even like a little table, which is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. But let's make our way over there. It looks like we are now in the city. Oh no, whoops. Well, it was red. Well, I guess it's green now, so hopefully we do not get a ticket. But look how tiny I look in the driver's seat. Dude, I look like I'm 5 years old in the driver's seat. This is so embarrassing, you guys. How do I make myself taller? I need a height max. Anyways, we're gonna make a left turn right here, and then I think we're just gonna make a straightaway because that is gonna be where the brand new campsite is going to be. And I might have just taken a couple signs. Whoops, my bad. That was kind of an accident, you guys. All right, so let me step on this thing. Hopefully it does not rain today as well, because if it does start raining, then I am cooked. We are so cooked, chat. By the way, let me know how you guys have enjoyed the brand new APM video that I released. I believe it was like 3 days ago. Let me know if you guys have watched it. But it looks like here we have like a little nice motel, and whoa, what's wrong with my RV camper? Yo, this thing is struggling to give gas. Hold on, what the heck is going on? And oh my goodness, the engine just turned off. What the heck? Yo, what is going on with the camper? Oh my goodness, something smells burnt. I think something just burnt in my engine because it does not smell good at all. I don't know what's going on. All right, let me check the back. Okay, so it looks like the back is all good. It just smells really bad. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes for this thing to cool off, and then we're gonna get back on the road. Alrighty, everyone, it looks like it's now ready to go, so I gave it enough time. I've been here for like 20 minutes now, so it should be pretty good to hit the road. So let's get this thing turned on and let's merge back to the road and let's continue with our trip. Looks like everything is still running pretty nice on this thing. Oh, wait a minute, I think it's gonna be up here. I think the brand new campsite should be right here. So let's go up this, and oh, it's kind of struggling. I need to turn off ABS and traction control off, and then we're gonna go and take this path right here. And as you guys can see, we have the campsite right here. I don't know where to park actually. Is there somewhere I could park? I might park right here, although I feel like I'm a little bit slanted. Or you know what, I could park right back here. All right, I think that should be good right there. Let me just throw this in park and then turn this thing off. All right, but that was really weird. I don't know why my engine completely turned off. Something was smelling burnt, and that is not good. Ooh, we should set up camp actually. This is gonna be mine right here. I really love this beige color. It looks super nice. And oh, look at this, we got fire. We got fire. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, you guys, I forgot to bring snacks. We have to run to the supermarket. All right, let's go and get some snacks, and then when we come back, we gotta set this camper up. But let's get this thing turned on and let's make our way to the supermarket because I want to make s'mores. I'm gonna buy marshmallows, crackers, and what else am I missing? Marshmallows? Did I say that? No, I think I already said marshmallows. We're gonna need chocolates. We are now back on the road. Let me just open my phone. Actually, you know what, I'm not opening my phone. Let me open up GPS and make sure we're going the right way to the supermarket, and I believe the supermarket should be back over there in town. And it looks like we are now back in town, you guys. Let's see, wait, is this a grocery? Oh, there, here it is. Let's go. We found the grocery store. Let me actually pull into the kind of little plaza, the little center. So let me also turn on my emergency lights, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough space space to park. So I'm just gonna park right here. Don't worry, it's gonna be quick. So I'm gonna run into the store and I'll be right back out. Alrighty, everyone, I got all my stuff at the grocery store. So let me go back right inside. Let me do that. Let me get this thing turned on. And oh my goodness, this is gonna be a headache. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna be able to pull out. And oh, hold on. We're gonna hit the sign. We were about to hit the stop sign again. All right, we can now turn off our emergency lights completely off and make our way back to the campsite so we can make s'mores. Dude, I love s'mores. Let me know in the comments if you guys love s'mores as well. Alrighty, everyone, we are about a minute away arriving at the campsite, and I am so wait, why did my engine turn off? Oh no, this cannot be good. I have to make an emergency and pull over. No, please don't tell me this thing turned off. It did turn off. Why did it turn off? Something smells really burnt in here. Can you guys smell that? Oh my goodness. I don't think this thing is gonna turn on again. Hold on. I can try. Dude, the engine just automatically completely turns off. This thing has no more life in it. Well, it looks like our camping trip is going to be canceled, so we gotta go get a tow truck with a trailer and get this thing back to the mechanic shop so they can fix it. So I'll meet you guys at the trailer store. Alrighty, everyone. It looks like my Uber just dropped me off and we're here at the trailer store. Oh, look at this. This beautiful Ram truck with this gigantic trailer and going rescue my RV camper. So let me hop in. Let me turn on. I think I'm gonna turn off ABS and traction because this thing is super slow. But look how long this thing is, dude. This is so freaking long. I wonder if I can fit 2 RVs on this gigantic trailer. But it does look like we have about 2 hours of daylight time until it does become night. So that means we have to hurry up because once the night falls, this job is gonna get so much more difficult. So let's stop on it and make our way over there fast. Alrighty, it looks like we are now back. I think I'm gonna park right around on the side of the road. I'm gonna turn on my emergency lights and we're gonna get this thing parked right around here. Let me put this in park and let me see if this thing has ramps. I wonder if this thing has ramps. No, I don't think this thing has ramps. All right, so I think, I don't know, let's hope it's able to get on, but I'm gonna try to turn this thing on one more time and see if this thing works. And okay, it looks like it's working and it died. It just completely turned off. Oh my goodness, you guys, hold on. Let me think. I don't know what to do, you guys. I'm gonna try this one more time, and if I can't, then I give up. In 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, let's go. It turned on. I don't know how many seconds I have. I gotta get this thing immediately on the trailer. All right, so let me align myself and make sure this thing gets on. And all right, is this thing on? Dude, it barely fits. I don't know how it fits. Pause. I gotta get a little bit closer. All right, park it, and oh, the engine just turned off. Talk about perfect timing. All right, so I'm gonna keep the emergency lights on, and I'm surprised this thing is on here. How is this thing on here? We're gonna have to drive super slow back to the trailer store and make sure this thing does not flip over. So let's make a left turn right here. Oh no, this is a nightmare. I'm really hoping it doesn't tip over. But hey, we have the first step, and the first step is getting this RV rescued, and our second step is gonna be taking this to the mechanic shop, and the third step I'll tell you guys when we get there. But in the meantime, let's make a left turn right around here, just like so. And I can see the city. We are so close, and let's hope we can go through this bridge because this bridge is not the tallest. And oh no, please, can we go through? Oh, what the heck? Oh my goodness, we barely made it. Holy moly, what a clutch. I think we need some W's in the chat, but here we are at the mechanic shop. Let's pull over, and I think we're gonna load this thing up in that garage right there. So let me back this thing up because we really can't be turning this thing on. The RV, of course. All right, so let me open up the garage. I'm not sure which garage. You know what? I think I'm gonna use this garage right here. Oh my goodness, that thing hit me in the face. And let me finish loading this thing up, and I think that should be perfect right there. I'm gonna hop out, and then we're gonna unload the RV. Yeah, I think that should be perfect. Hopefully we don't hit the side because I'm gonna throw this gigantic thing into neutral mode. And okay, we're gonna ride this thing off. And whoa, hold on, I gotta move this a little bit forward because it's kind of in the way. All right, that should be good, mate. All right, let me roll this thing back, and I think that is gonna be perfect right there. All right, so let me close the garage just like so. Wait, come on, close sesame. All right, that worked. And I think before we do move on to the third step, we're gonna get this thing returned. Thankfully, it's gonna be returned literally right across the street, which is pretty funny. So I was able to turn this trailer all the way around, and right now we're gonna get this thing parked right up. So let me just make sure I am not too crooked. Back it up. Perfect. Awesome. Look at that. I think I'm the best southern mudding player in this game. I'm kidding. But I'm gonna open up my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right here. And I'm gonna call an Uber back home. Alrighty, everyone. I just called an Uber. He just drove away. I'm not sure if you could see him in the distance. I can't see him. Never mind. I think he drives pretty fast. But we are now back home because sadly we couldn't go camping in the RV. So if you guys actually want me to go camping in the RV, make sure to let me know in the comments, smash the like button and subscribe. But for now, I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace.